Error, error, error. Loading, 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 loading. Bad connection. Ah, too much lag, too much lag, too much lag. Hello. What's my P? Hey guys, Happy New Year. Welcome. I'm trying to the buffering. I can't even see the data if it's going well. Can y'all even see me? Can y'all even see me? I don't know what's going on here. Oh, the buffering. I've been trying to get this set up. I get held back by someone else, by others. Can y'all see me? I don't know if y'all can see me. Can y'all see me? Oh, you can? Good. Good to hear. I don't know what this. I'm trying to get set up before I start the new year. New Year's almost up. We see the timer. God dang. Oh boy, I'm getting calls. Hold on for a second. Hello? Oh, hey. Oh, you're in the stream. Thank you. Uh, I don't like Sonic 06. It had potential. It failed me. It failed me. I like the music. I like Shadow kicking. Yes, loading screens are the worst. Happy New Year, Jared. The Jared punch. Loading screens were a hassle. Oh yeah. Glad you called me. So I'm gonna start the stream and start with some background music.
Sonic Hero. So what do you think of that? Sonic Hero.
This is not how I. Sonic Heroes is a good one from Crush 40. I'm gonna be answering some questions, but thank you for calling, dude.
Alright, see you, dude.
Just hit. I'm gonna be answering questions. I'm gonna be talking. And I'm gonna be looking at some reaction videos that I picked. See ya.
Oh, okay.
Oh. You're here. Alright, everybody. Stay tuned, man. Stay tuned.
Stay frosty.
Hey, Frosty, and Happy New Year.
Alright.
Alright, guys. I just got called by one of my friends on Discord. I'm trying to. Oh crap! I think I lost my. I think I lost this track. There you guys are. I need to know what you're doing. Need to know what y'all saying. I want to say, we're starting. We're gonna count. The countdown to the new year has begun, and yeah, it is 9:30. If you can see the clock, it is 9:30. So, I just want to say, thank you guys. Welcome. We're gonna chat. We're gonna talk for a bit. Do some reaction videos. And yeah, and I might talk about first thing out of the way. I was not expecting any bad news this year. I wasn't expecting anything to happen, but just moments ago, the legendary Golden Girl Betty White has passed away. She has passed away. She turned 99. She and I have the same birthday, honestly, January 17th. She would have turned 100 in the new year, and it's sad to see her go, and it really disappoints. It was really disappointing, and that's even more bad news because a friend of mine who spent his life selling ice cream, who was a friend of the family. He passed away as well. So yeah, it's 2021 decides to kick me in the throat. We lost two people. One of them is very important, was very close to my family, and and all he does is sell ice cream. Well, he does more than just sell ice cream. He is nothing but compassion. He showed nothing but kindness. He felt like he was like a friend to my family. God rest in peace. If y'all met him, he would have been. He's a really nice guy. He would really love you. He really like you guys. Even though he sells ice cream, he sells one of the best ice creams, and his grandchildren are now doing the family business, which is good. But that Betty White's death just came out of nowhere. I was not expecting that. What is up, Mario and Sonic Productions? Odd Eyes Masters, thank you for Odd Eyes Masters. We just talked. I hope I got everything straightened up. I'm sorry if you're not able to do this. You're still welcome to join the chat, Odd Eyes. You're always welcome. You're always welcome, dude. I know it's been I know you've been busy because you've been busy trying to get everything straightened up before the new year. I'm doing this new year just to chat with you guys, just to talk with you guys, and talked about what happened in 2021. Saw the new Spider-Man movie. I was planning to do a review, but I might as well do it now. Spider-Man No Way Home. Spoilers. Spoilers. I will be saying spoilers. I like the movie. Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, they brought out the best of their Spider-Mans. Willem Dafoe was terrifying. Probably one of the best Spider-Man films ever made. It's one of the best Spider-Man films ever made. Yeah, I know, Odd Eyes. It's sad to hear. It just came out of nowhere, and I was just on my way to helping out, and I'm like, no, you got to be kidding me! And I just learned that my friend passed away. Now, this. But let's not dwell in the past right now. But yeah, I did see the also, like I said, I was talking about Spider-Man. I did see the Spider-Man movie. I really enjoyed it. Even wore the Spider-Man costume at the movie theater. I wore the Spider-Man costume at the movie theater and watched it with a large group. Everyone loved it. And saw other movies. The new Disney movie about the magical gifts. I saw that one. It was a really fun movie. Hello people in the chat, what's up? Thank you guys for coming. We'll be out until we'll be live to the new year, and we might watch some videos. Watch a video. Maybe some videos I was requested to react to. These videos may not be for you guys. You may be uninterested. But I was requested to watch four videos, and I wanted to react to a Team 4-Star video. Count down the top 12s Dragon Ball Z sagas from Team 4-Star. Yeah, the reveal of Sora was surprising in Smash Bros. This year. Yeah. Alright. Tell me, what was the best thing that ever happened to y'all in 2021? What was the best thing that ever happened in 2021? Tell me in the chat right now. Your mood right now is very angry. I'm sorry, Odd Eyes. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I hope I didn't upset you. It's been an unexpected year for me, for all of us, and I'm sorry, but we can't let the bad things get to us. Even though, no matter how many times something doesn't go well, we gotta keep moving forward. Happy New Year, the shiny thunderclap Pokemon. Your granny turned 100. That's good. Good to hear. Cam T. The stream just started. All right. Oh man, I know how. He's gonna ask me about the same thing. Oh really? Halloween, just a little something to make me laugh before we start. Okay. New Year. Thank you for coming. I wanted to do a full review of Spider-Man No Way Home. I want to talk about it a little bit, but I think there are other people on YouTube has do it better than I do. Happy New Year's Eve. I might do a reaction to Markiplier's Let's Play of Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. A reaction to his Let's Play, because I don't have the game and I can't focus on buying games right now. Already as it is. I got too many tabs. I got too many tabs as it is. I got too many tabs on my I'm so sorry if it's in my stream is in the red. I'm in a bad area. Maybe it gets resolved better, but don't let it get to you guys. I hope there's an Epic Mickey 3. Alright, that'll be fun to see. That'll be fun to see. Epic Mickey 3 does look good. Happy New Year. Thank you, Cody Lane, Charizard. We're just talking. We're just chilling. My stream already froze 12 times. I know, Eyes. I know, bro. Like I said, I got a bad Wi-Fi connection. I got a very bad Wi-Fi connection in this area. I was hoping to do this without any setbacks, but I had... My computer can only do so much. It's 6:20. It's 6:39 here in Washington. Oh wow, time zones are crazy. I just joined you on Discord. Oh, welcome. Thank you to Discord. I gotta check that out. I'm not usually on Discord that much because so there's too many social media programs, and I'm trying to keep up to date. But I will check. But I will come by and check what's going on. I will come by and check what's going on, guys. So. This is me off. How about the rest of you, please? Oh boy, it's okay. Calm down. It's okay. Tucker, Carlos Tucker. Well, thank you for the member for 3 months. Thank you for the shout out. Happy New Year, Eve Frost. Thank you so much. Thank you for the Hobidon squad. I only got 3 people in the Hobidon squad. Wi-Fi connection are sometimes the worst. I know. I keep in mind I live in a fort. I do live in town, but I can't control that. I got a lot of trees blocking its connection. And probably people in town are using the Wi-Fi as well more than I do. Maybe if I had better connection, I would get many people watching my videos. The clock is my stream is buffering because like I said, live connection is acting crazy. Oh, Bob, welcome. I'm commenting on my phone, right? Just turn on my laptop. Okay. What's that? Really? Oh, man. Oh, come on. It's just the location where I'm at. It's we can't let these bad things get to us. You can't let bad things get to us, bro. I'm the one suffering with the bad Wi-Fi. It's the placement where I'm at. If I was somewhere in town, which maybe it would be better Wi-Fi, but right now I'm not. It's just how it is. I just gotta roll with what I got. The lagging is terrible. It's really terrible. I don't like the lag either. I didn't plan for it to lag. I never planned for it to lag. But hey, it's what I gotta deal with. So, I'm gonna do some video reactions. I'm gonna react to a video from Team 4-Star. And yeah, let's see if we can start with a reaction. I'm gonna start a reaction. This is from Team 4-Star. This is the 12 months, the 12 countdown, the top 12 sagas of Dragon Ball from Team 4-Star, and it's a full video to celebrate. This is their last top 12 up for Dragon Ball, and it's been a long journey for these guys. They've done this for us, and I'm sorry that you got a headache. I got too many tabs in my way. I got too many tabs. I'm trying to. It's all for the sake of a live stream. I'm wishing for the pandemic to finally end. Well, Cody, if people take their vaccination, takes their booster shots, and get vaccinated, yeah, then things will go back to normal. But a lot of people don't want to, because some of them think it's not real, or they don't think they need the vaccination. But that's just the world we live in. Go figure. It'd be like that. It'd be like that. People just take their vaccinations, and then everything will be all right. But most people refuse to listen. They don't like being told what to do, even if they're trying to save their lives. So, I'm going to start this video of Team 4-Star, and we can enjoy. And please, the original link. Check out Team. I'll leave a link in the description once this live stream is over, so you can guys check it out for yourselves. This is the full version of it. It's separated by piece. There might be some lagging because this computer can't handle everything. Team 4-Star, that is a name I haven't heard for a while. Yeah. Yeah, but Funimation and Toei kind of attacked them to stop them from making more abridged series. They make side projects, which are still entertaining at best. Hello, Tails! So I'm gonna start the video in 3, 2, 1, go.
Dragon Ball,
Hey, Laney!
Dragon Ball rocks. Dragon Ball Z and DBGT. Super and heroes and movies galore. TV specials and so much more.
That is true.
Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball rocks. From Dragon Ball fans to Dragon Ball stands.
Yep.
Rating, debating, we're making a list. Soon they'll all be pissed. What the fuck? Hey, cut the
What?
music. Cut the music.
Oh.
Lanny, where's our third person?
I thought you were in charge of picking them.
No, this is not a Scotocracy.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a third person because I can't take your terrible portmanteaus all by
The
myself.
Devil Artemis videos,
Karen!
Kermit beats Thanos, changed my mind.
Hey,
Okay.
Is it that time of the year again? Yep, it's DB-Cember.
But it's not just any DB-Cember. It's the last DB-Cember.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, after 7 years of Dragon Ball related countdowns, we feel like this yearly celebration has run its course.
And we feel there's no better way to wrap up this tradition than by giving our top 12 Dragon Ball sagas.
Oh, yes.
Dragon Ball
that obviously
sagas.
means the list will include Dragon Ball, Z, GT, and Super, right?
3 of those, yeah.
Wow, I can't believe Super didn't make the list. Oh, okay. No, I
Yeah.
get it. Well, you guys have fun with that, because I'm gonna go visit my family in Florida for the holidays. Merry Christmas, fuckers! Kieran out!
Okay, Kieran is gone.
Chose GT over us.
He chose
He-
Florida over us.
He chose.
That's fine.
Why is Florida getting trashed on?
Hey, Grant, what are you doing?
Oh, hey Lanny, hey Kaiser. I was just finishing up my 100% run of the new
Grant!
Well, stop with that anime bullshit, because we need to talk about anime bullshit.
It's DB-Cember time, but Kira decided at Dragon Ball GTFO. So, we call upon your aid once more.
Hey Lanny,
Yeah?
remember when you jokingly blamed episode 60 being delayed on me?
Yeah?
And how I was told "F you, Grant" by the fan base for nearly a year?
Oh.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And unlike you nerds, I've had my fill of anime bullshit with all those My Hero reviews. Good luck with the countdown, though.
Oh, shit. No Grant, no Kieran.
And that means the only one left is...
Sorry, can't do it.
Fucking
Why?
I'm too
Oh,
busy.
Taka!
Ever since I became a VTuber, my schedule's been packed. Also, trying to record those scripts is a nightmare.
Yeah, they
That
can
is true.
be impenetrable walls of convoluted text.
They're nuanced.
Oh
and
man, my avatar
descriptive.
froze.
You write like anime sounds!
But yeah, sorry guys, I can't help this year. But if you want, I can be in the intro video.
Oh man, my avatar froze.
Well,
See what I mean when I had
guess
too
it
much to
could
go
just be
through?
the two of us.
Nick, we need a third person so we don't get stuck in a dragmire.
And that's,
A quagmire, but specifically related to Dragon Ball.
My avatar is frozen.
It's totally not funny, dude.
Wait a second. Totally not funny. Totally not.
My avatar is broken.
I've got it.
A better understanding of comedy?
Nope. A third person for this year's DB-Cember. A special guest star.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah.
I can see it! But will he do it?
Well, there's only one way to find out. Hey, totally not Mark.
Oh, hey, hi guys. Where are you?
My
going?
avatar got
Passing
broken.
all the way across the pond line.
Don't.
Mark, we need you to be our third for this year's DB.
I'm trying to get this
It's
up.
the finale, and we're going over our top 12 Dragon Ball sagas.
Wow, that's kind of perfect.
See what I mean? I have so much on my
We recently
mind,
reread
so
the
much
first
in
several
hand.
Arcs of Dragon Ball from
I'm doing this for you guys. I'm the one suffering.
Channel, totally not Mark. And besides being the perfect setup for a plug, they've got me primed and ready for this.
Sweet. Good to have you on board, bro.
But before we start the final countdown, we'll have to lay down some ground rules. 1. A saga, in this regard, means a collection of smaller arcs that tell a larger story. I.e., the Namek arc, Ginyu arc, and Frieza arc will be combined into the Namek saga.
Okay.
Same with the
I'm
Android
good.
arc
I'm
and the Cell
refreshed.
arc,
I'm back to
the
normal.
Android Saga.
Okay.
Only half a dozen mini arcs that ultimately make up the Boo Saga.
2. There are countless
Ah.
factors that are considered while reviewing an overall
Just
story.
when Taka talks about being a VTuber, my VTuber model decides to break. Taka, what have you done to me?
Its effective use of drama and so on. We'll try our best to provide an effective breakdown on how these sagas work and don't work, in our opinion.
And
Where's Masako
we
X?
won't be reviewing
He's
the
busy.
heroes, the super manga, or any of the movies or specials. So expect only the original Dragon Ball.
I think he was busy during
Dragon Ball
this.
GT and the super anime.
About GT.
Ooh, you didn't.
All right, folks, now that we have the rules out of the way, deck your halls and grab some balls, because it's time to get this countdown started!
Kieran's gotta be pissed.
Yeah, funny that.
Yeah, he is. Number 12.
You know, maybe
The
last year
Future
should've been
Trunks
last
saga.
December.
Is it too late to back out now?
We had
Oh,
this
from
discussion.
Dragon Ball
It
Super.
went up to a vote. Now,
You know,
I
this
know
actually
will
makes
be a point of
sense.
controversy. When it comes to the available sagas in the Dragon Ball canon, one of them had to make the bottom of this list. There was a long, exhausting, dare I say bloody conversation about whether or not it should be a saga from GT or Goku Black.
I suggest
Yeah, Dragon
the
Ball-
Shadow Dragon saga
Goku
from
Black
GT
was,
being such a brilliant concept, if done poorly, with
That is
what
true.
debatably the best ending in all of Dragon Ball.
And
Yes,
I was
this
leaning
is-
a little
this
more
is
towards
indeed
the baby
facts.
Saga for being the only saga in GT that didn't make me want to pull an eternal sunshine of the spotless mind.
Can we
to
skip
forget
this?
the
It's so.
agony.
I'm sorry, man. This is my video. I chose this. This is to pass the time. We're counting down to the new year.
The ending of the Goku Black saga is a mind-bogglingly depressing, gallingly nihilistic finale to an otherwise roller coaster of a story. While there are many, many hiccups leading into the last 2 episodes,
Yes.
it really felt like they were pulling out all the stops to give us a satisfactory, bombastic finish.
Only for them to follow up that amazing climax with rocks drop, everyone dies on the entire universe, proving their actions were essentially all
No
for
one
naught,
liked the
giving an
ending
entire
where the
timeline
universe
to
gets
a
erased.
permanent state of
If it just
null.
ends
And
with
the line at
Trunks
the end of the tunnel for Trunks and Mai
slicing
is
Zamasu in
immensely
half,
awkward, essentially
that
having
would've
to
been
live
it.
alongside their alternate versions of themselves in another timeline.
And of course, the saga has a ton of other issues. Goku forgetting both the Senzu and the talisman for the Mafaba, them having to return to the future not twice but 3 whole times, Trunks learning the Mafaba via Piccolo's YouTube tutorial video. It's a flawed, frustrating saga that admittedly dropped the ball in a big way, and not just once.
Yeah,
So why,
the Goku Black story
Kaiser?
sucks.
Why?
Because, damn it, when it first started airing, it shocked the fandom. When it was revealed that our main antagonist was going to be an evil version of Goku, folks thought it was going to be the biggest shark jump of the franchise.
It would have
But
been.
the first episode of the saga proper is one of the most effective and gripping in all of Dragon Ball.
Scott's got a point about that first episode. The darker, apocalyptic tone, mashed up with some amazing art direction and stellar animation, supported by some of the best music in Super at that point, makes Black's introduction something special.
That is
in terms
true.
of setting up an intimidating villain, this saga is hard to beat, and the following episode sets up a huge arc-long mystery.
And it was exceptionally cool to see them try and tie in old characters and concepts, like the second time machine Cell used.
The second time
Mafaba,
machine was
And
clever.
the concept of gods in the Kaioshin. And while I feel they mishandled the descent into madness on the behalf of Zamasu, that
This is
character
number
was a
12,
fresh, new
people.
archetype for
The
series,
future, the
with a
Dragon Ball
twisted
Super
moral
Future
complexity
Trunks
that was missing
saga
from previous
is number
villains.
12.
It is also shocking that Goku Black as a character is largely effective. You'd think evil Goku would be boring and cliche, but
It
it's
would've been.
undeniable that the performance from Masuko Nozawa actually enhances this character with her soft, cold, calculated speech.
Honestly, by the virtue of being sub-only for so long, Super introduced Nozawa to a huge amount of dub-only fans.
She
who
got an
undervalued
award
her
for
performance
being the
years.
longest
And the
performance.
art direction makes a point
Voice
to
performance
emphasize
for
Black's
Goku.
twisted nature, all the way down to his black and red gi. Those toothy grins, narrowed eyes, and pompous poses give him a real presence that elevates him from a bad concept done well
You're
to
good,
a
man. You're
sincerely
good, Cooper.
memorable villain with a lot of gravity.
Too
I'm only
bad
watching this
the
to pass
story
the
decides
time.
to fuse him into a more boring version of both of them, though Merge Zamasu does have some brilliant moments.
Plus, I wanna
visually,
show my
his
support to
character
Team 4
effectively
Star.
loses everything that made him interesting, complex, and intimidating, turning him into just another pompous villain for Goku and the gang to put down.
But guys,
He is
many of the
boring.
fights in this
Go-
saga
Zamasu
are
is
awesome.
boring.
Some of the best saga got in Dragon Ball up until that
We
point
had
happened
snacks.
in this saga.
I'm eating
And
snacks.
seen
This is a
all the
long.
way
This is
up
gonna be a
until the
long,
climax, where
long
Trunks whips out
a
his
couple of
blood
hours.
sword and vertically bisects merged Zamasu.
If it
There
ended
was
there.
so much hype. I remember cheering with friends while watching it.
And then what, Kaiser?
You know what, Lanny. We all do.
Are we also going to ignore how it introduces a second Omni King because one wasn't enough?
And also the weird love triangle stuff with Mai, Trunks, and... Trunks?
Listen.
Yeah.
I know it's got its low points, but its highs
I
are
might have to go. I'm
astronomical.
celebrating
For
a
every
certain
moment
family
where
member's
we've
anniversary
grown
on the
inside,
New Year.
There was another
Well, happy anniversary to your family members, buddy, and happy New Year.
But I truly think
I'm gonna be live all the way to 12 o'clock.
Antagonist, tackling some dark existential themes, making Goku Black an incredibly effective villain,
That
and
is true.
providing some of the best action Dragon Ball has seen up until that point.
Fair enough. Still think the Shadow Dragons were way cooler.
The Trunks and Mai stuff was a little weird though, right?
A little?
Yes, it was weird.
And speaking of Mai...
Guys,
The
what's
Pilaf.
all the people holding pitchforks and burning torches?
Oh, that's just the OG
Oh.
Dragon Ball fans furious that Pilaf made it this low on the countdown.
This cannot be a surprise.
Okay, Kaiser, go ahead. Be that fan.
I assure
Kaiser,
you I don't understand the connotation. The Pilaf Saga, or Hunt for the Dragon Ball
I like the
Saga,
Pilaf
is
Saga.
a fucking gem.
This
And it's the
brought
closest
me
thing Dragon Ball has to a
introduction to
flawless
Dragon
arc
Ball.
on this entire list. Hot off Toriyama's highly successful run of Dr. Slump, this is where it all began, with a story full of comedy, perverted antics, mystical
Yeah, a
adventure,
lot of-
and more comedy. Featuring a classic
It made me
colorful
laugh.
cast of characters, each chapter and episode is packed with charm and laughter. With each new character that we meet and bigger hurdle that Goku overcomes, we're further enchanted and engrossed into
I'm gonna
this
forget the
world
part where
until
Yamcha's
wild
beat the
climax
crap
that ties
out of
everything together
Chi-Chi.
with the funniest ending in the franchise.
There's really a charm in its simplicity, isn't there? Spanning only 23 chapters of the manga and 13 episodes of the anime, this is a comparably light
Wow.
read, all things considered, but it delivers heaps of jokes, fan service, and a delightfully
Oh,
straightforward
didn't need to
story.
see that.
The ending with the reveal of Goku's backstory involving Grandpa Gohan is still an emotional gut punch.
Obviously, while this saga is near the bottom, it's certainly not because it does anything
The OG
more
Dragon
wrong
Ball
than the
is always
sagas
a
above
classic.
it. In fact, I'd be inclined to agree. This saga
I'm
is
sorry.
generally harmless.
OG Dragon
but
Ball is still
in
a
that
classic for
simplicity,
me.
It also doesn't quite reach the same highs as the other sagas aspire to. That just isn't what Toriyama was pursuing. He wanted something more in
the
the
heck was
vein
that
of
gator?
Dr. Slump meets Journey to the West, and by God, he nailed it. But the lack of ambition in the story also keeps it lower on this list.
Shout out to the Pilaf gang for somehow managing to maintain a presence in the series all the way to Super, even if the road there was full of questionable methods and even more questionable ships.
It's also worth
True.
noting that the length of this saga doesn't do it many favors. It's one of the shortest on this list without any prior setup,
It's
meaning
10
that a lot
o'clock.
of its time is spent establishing characters, concepts, locations, etc. But that's also arguably to its benefit, keeping it short,
Roshi saw
briskly paced,
Bulma's
with
dirty
plenty
fanny.
of jokes
Yeah,
per minute.
yeah. First time I
Pilaf
actually
is
saw
low
a
on our
female
list,
character's
but
butt.
This is the
when I was
place
a
where
kid.
it all started, where the concept of Dragon Balls were introduced, where Bulma met Goku and shot him in the head, where a transforming pig stole child wives, and Yamcha and Puar tried to mug them in the desert, where a goblin boy, accompanied by an adult woman and a talking dog, tried to conquer the world, only to be thwarted by
I'm
a
wishing to win the
12-year-old
lottery in
hick,
2022.
where Goku
Good luck
would
with
make
that,
a
buddy.
fateful lunch date with a silly lovesick girl who would one day become his wife, where we first saw the Kamehameha, which kids would make a pastime mimicking in their backyards for decades to come.
I was one of those
Where the
kids
magic
who
began,
pretend to shoot a
almost 30 years
Kamehameha
ago,
out of my hand.
That still, miraculously, continues to
Don't
this
lie
day.
to me saying that you haven't
Sure,
done it
it's
before.
Ambitious, but it's also
Heartfelt.
Endearing.
inspired.
Yeah.
This saga may not reflect what the series as a whole has to offer, but it's a perfectly paced, simple, enchanting story about a little monkey boy taking off a teenage girl's panties before she flashes a lecherous man old enough to be her grandfather. And that's a story we can all relate to.
Yeah, keep
Real
in mind,
glad Goku
Bulma was
learned to tell the difference
16 during
between
that
boys and
time.
girls before he was old enough for that to become a much more serious issue.
Now I'm
Yeah.
imagining adult Goku giving the old pat-pat to Vegeta when he first showed up.
Or Beerus.
You know he stared at Whis long enough to consider it. Y'all ever think credibility is overrated?
Guys, people don't tune into us
thanks
for
for
our
that idea.
credibility. They tune into us for our honesty.
And honestly, I'm surprised that this made it above Pilaf,
Tournament
considering
of
that
Power
this saga may have
is
some
number
of the
10.
lowest lows in all of Dragon Ball Super.
I mean, nothing can compete with the Resurrection F saga. It's astounding that the series managed to recover from what should have been, for all intents and purposes, a mortal wound.
If I may, the Universe
Yes.
Survival Saga, often referred to as the Tournament of Power Saga,
I wasn't a fan of
honestly
Resurrection
contains
F.
a couple of my favorite moments from Dragon Ball in it. From the very beginning, we're treated to one of the best opening themes Dragon Ball has to offer,
Following up the worst opening theme song in Dragon Ball, Don't Shift Plus to Me.
which honestly got me back into the gym. It's such a banger. And then there's the exhibition and recruitment arcs, which are included in this entry. Almost everyone's recruitment came with a moment from them to not only show off their skills, but also a character moment with Goku, aided by a couple
Never
of
plan all
honestly
that.
amazing fights. And don't even get me started on Frieza.
I'm
While
eating a
fandom's
corn
initial
dog.
response to the replacement of
I
Boo
hope you
was
enjoy.
rightfully exasperated
I
and
might need to
annoyed,
beat the third
Frieza
gym
summing in
to
may have been one
summarize
of
the
the
ghost.
best
Oh.
choices they could have made, both for the tournament and for the character. One of Frieza's most important attributes is his sadism. He's not just ruthless, he takes pleasure in the act of torturing and killing his opponents.
Yes, he
and
does.
Though we get to see a little bit of that in the Resurrection F arc, there's something about the way he's depicted here that sells his demented attitude so much more. His stunning transformation into Golden Frieza, his dismantling of the Universe 4 assassins, and the subsequent match afterwards are all amazing.
You like the first opening of
and
Dragon Ball
perfectly
Super?
set up the dynamic
All
between
right.
Frieza and Universe
There's nothing
7
wrong
for the
with it.
Tournament of Power.
I remember the
Not people's
backlash over
favorites.
Boo being benched. The base went ballistic. But now, well, we can't imagine a TOP without Frieza.
I also want to add, when Goku is shadow sparring on Uranai Baba's ring, he's actually recreating his fight, move for move, against his grandpa back during the Red Ribbon Army saga, which, as far as Easter eggs go, is pretty fucking phenomenal.
And
That
then
was a
the
good
actual
Easter egg. I'm
tournament
glad they
is
mentioned
full
that.
of hype moments. While it takes a fine bit for the fights to really warm up, the first time we see Goku tap into Ultra Instinct will forever stick in the minds of every
The power
Dragon
of
Ball
Ultra
fan,
Instinct
especially
broke the
when
internet.
That music hits just. You also have huge heartfelt
Ultra Instinct
callbacks
broke
and
the
tributes
internet
to Dragon
when
Ball
it first
throughout.
appeared.
One of the best finishing moves in the franchise against Kefla, and one of the biggest climactic battles in all of anime with Frieza, 17, and Goku versus Jiren.
The Tournament of Power is one giant
Can you
love
back to
letter
some of the
to all of
2008
Dragon Ball. It spends so
Beyblade
much of its
Burst
time
World
reminding us of
Championship.
everything that came before it, all the
If
while
I don't-
bombarding us with a cavalcade of battles, new characters, and conflicts, being supported by an army of both veteran animators and fantastic newbies, all giving it their 100% to deliver a standout climactic finish to a heavily flawed series.
Y'all really gonna make me do it, huh? I have to be the heel.
But watching this season week to week was a trial, and not
Yes,
in the,
it was.
oh my god, I can't wait to see what happens next week, the suspense is killing me kind of way, but more the, what the hell was that? That's how they took out Ten Shinhan? What do you mean it's only been 10 minutes in the tournament? It's been like 5 episodes. That's how they took out Piccolo? Jesus, the color palette on these backgrounds is ugly as sin. This boring pile of roided up Area 51
you're basically
paraphernalia
saying what
is our
I'm
main
saying, buddy.
antagonist? Sort of way. It was a slog for longtime fans like myself.
And while a narratively relevant callback or reference
Hey,
can
you lost
help
track of
elevate a
Dragon Ball?
scene,
Yeah,
I
a lot of
have to
people
put
have.
my foot down over them breaking out Vegeta's sacrifice against Boo, only for it to not actually cost him his life. The entire point of that moment was that
Yeah.
he was using all of his energy and giving his life in order to win. Without that element, it's literally just the same technique Piccolo used against Goku in the 23rd Tenkaichi Budokai. No emotional weight, no sacrifice.
Oh, wow, you're
just a
getting
cheap,
into it.
insipid ploy on the behalf of the writers that left me more pissed than pumped.
Let's not
I
forget
know.
the use of Kachi Kachin, the hardest, most durable material in the universe, as the material for the ring, only for it to
Kachin, the hardest
immediately
metal
break
in
and
Dragon
shatter
Ball.
like any other material, effectively
It gets
making
breaking
pointless
easily.
and actually underselling the character's abilities. And don't even get us started on the pacing. We should have known 48 minutes was a ludicrous number, but to have approximately 34 episodes take place in one location over less than an hour? It's like they looked at Frieza's 5 minutes and said,
Pull out your
"Oh,
2
my
liter Coke.
heat
I
tank."
need something to
And
drink.
This wouldn't be such a chore either if the
This is gonna be a
environments
long
felt
stream.
varied or visually pleasing to look at, but like I said before, the Tournament of Powers
Like I
stage
said,
and
we're counting
environment
down to
is
the new year.
often intensely ugly, to the point where the change in color to the sky was initially welcomed, until you realize that the color actually got worse.
And like Mark said before, some of the eliminations in that tournament were downright disappointing. Tenshinhan's whole bullshit sacrifice is made all that much worse by his 2 appearances in the recruitment arc being absolute character assassination.
They did Tion
And
dirty
Piccolo
in
is
the
taken
turn
out
in
by a
Dragon Ball
character
Super.
that he should literally be the best equipped
They
for.
did Piccolo
And
dirty.
beyond that, while I love the Universe 6 Saiyans, their ascent in terms of power is so
I like the
steep
Universe
and
6 Saiyans
unearned
too,
that
but
it really makes you
they
question
rushed the
why hell
job.
Goku
They
took
rushed
as
it.
long as he did.
Because Toei
In a
Animation
story
and
about the
Funimation
struggle to grow
doesn't
and
care about other
improve,
universes. They
watching
only care
these
about
3
Goku and Vegeta.
effortlessly unlock huge, once character-defining
Goku and Vegeta is what
transformations,
matters. Universe
it's like a
7 is
spin
what
to face
matters.
the story
All the other
and its
universes
themes thus
don't
far.
matter
And there
because
are plenty of
Funimation don't care.
controversial writing
Toei
choices
Animation
throughout.
doesn't care.
Between Blue Evolution,
I don't think
the time
Toriyama even
dilation
cares about the other
regarding Goku's
universes.
stamina
They're just
recovery,
fodder
a
for Goku to
questionable
beat
amount
up.
of focus on Rip Brienne, one of the worst Roshi scenes of all time.
Yes.
The no flying rule being defied weekly. And if you're not a fan of the Omni King, well, good news. There's 2 of them now, and
Yeah.
they will not shut the f up.
Those good animation days were much more common
No, they
in
will
this
not
saga.
shut up.
The bad animation days made already lackluster fights that much worse, coupled with a mixed bag
They
of
kinda
new
got lazy
characters
with
that
the
range
animation.
from legitimately compelling to downright forgettable to please God stop showing up. I sometimes would find myself
It'd be
rooting for
like
other
that.
universes to lose members faster just to get off this crazy
back.
carnival ride as fast as possible.
And then there's Kill/Broly.
Don't get me started. And what about Jiren?
What about Jiren?
What
Which I
about
can only
Jiren?
imagine is exactly what the writer said.
Okay, I hear what you're saying. I value your input. I've processed your opinions, and I mean, I agree. None of what you guys said is wrong, but
Right.
I posit this. Though it may be true that there are issues all throughout this saga, isn't it amazing that they all still managed to accomplish so many show-stopping moments throughout? We never even talked about just how much of a boss Android 17 gets to be, the emotional highlight of Master
man,
Roshi nearly giving his life. The
This isn't
descent
what
of Toph into
I'm sorry.
godhood,
If
or
you're
all
gonna
the
leave, I'm
crazy
sorry,
variety
man.
of fighting styles. Hell, Kaiser, you madman. You even argued for Android 18 versus Rebrienne to be in the top fights list.
Well, duh, that climax is fire.
And Mark, I know the themes of trust that played heavily into the finale were a huge part of that saga for you.
It is definitely the highlight of the story, little as there was.
Yes,
The
it
Tournament
was.
of Power may be the farthest you could get from a perfect saga, but its introduction of Ultra Instinct, themes of trust, spectacular battles, insanely good music, and some of the best climaxes in the franchise absolutely earned it a high spot in my personal top 5.
Well, hey, I'm here to review, not yuck people's yums. So I'm glad it means so much to you, man. And I can totally understand your argument.
Yeah.
I yours.
Ah, look at you, acting all civil for the people at home.
Nah, if you really want to set him off, start a conversation about Nozawa as Goku.
You mean about how she's a phenomenal actress who earned the role and y'all need to back the fuck? Hey, Lanny, did you know that a more proper spelling of boo would be with
Number
2
9 is
O's?
the Boo
Really?
Saga?
Just
Are
a
you
little
really?
Bibbidi bobbidi boo reference?
Yep, but they went with the Japanese Romaji spelling because they probably didn't want to risk Disney giving them a hard time.
They probably also wanted to make Boo more easily searchable online, and also not sound like a ghost from Super Mario Brothers.
Now
That
that
is
we've
funny.
got our
That is true.
hashtag Dragon Facts out of the way, the Boo Saga
Hashtag Dragon
is
Facts.
weird.
It
Frustrating.
is.
A bit of a mess.
It's a saga chock full of memorable
say the
moments,
Boo
but
Saga is
equally
weird.
chock full of dubious decisions and disheartening disappointments. The final saga of the original manga is the longest in terms of chapters, second longest in terms of overall pages, and maybe the most vexing on the list.
I've talked at length about the shortcomings of the Boo Saga in my video Majin Buu: The Mishandled Mess. In that video, I mentioned that a community poll ranked this saga as the worst of Dragon Ball Z. And though that doesn't have anything to do with how we ranked this saga here, the consensus
Do you prefer
is telling.
Pokemon or
People
Digimon?
generally recognize the issues with Boo.
I like
It has trouble
Pokemon.
getting started, it's overly long.
I like
so
Digimon
much of it
too, but
does
I do
not
like
progress the
Pokemon
plot.
more.
Its main antagonist is memorable but inconsistent, and it mishandles some major characters.
It takes the story approximately 40% of its overall length just to establish its key players and major conflict. And throughout that conflict, the story introduces Fusion, Super Saiyan 3, and Ultimate Gohan, but instead of serving the narrative, there are flourishes that bloat it, slowing the actual progress of the
This
story
saga
down.
could have made
That's not to
Gohan the
speak
main
of
hero,
what it does
but
to Gohan's role in the narrative. At the end of the Cell
But they
games,
made
we
it
see the
Goku.
torch passed from Goku to Gohan in one of the most thrilling climaxes in all of Dragon Ball. And Goku makes the choice to leave the role of Earth's protector to him, and arguably the role of the main character. It's a huge moment, and while some might argue that the journey there was flawed, the outcome was decisive.
But once Boo
was
rears
interesting
his
to you?
pink-ass head, Toriyama seemingly reneges on this decision. And let me make this abundantly clear. This isn't about us wanting Gohan to specifically
I'm
remain
quitting Twitter.
a fighter
Hashtag
and
I'm quitting
slavishly
Twitter. Oh,
dedicate
man.
himself
Don't leave
to
Twitter.
training in combat like his father did.
I know Twitter is not a
Honestly,
good place as it is,
I love
but
the idea of him just being a family man and doing the same man stuff on the weekends. It's cute, it's fun, and it fits the character.
But so much time is spent building up Gohan as the main character, even going several
Don't tell me I
chapters
froze
without
again.
Goku at all in the Saiyaman arc, only for him to be firmly pushed back into the supporting role the moment Goku arrives back on the scene. And the amount
tell me I
of time
froze
dedicated
again.
to his unearned power-up is even more insulting as Gohan proceeds to lose regardless, completing his transition.
And though there's a lot to talk about with Majin Vegeta and how much of a fan favorite he's become, we had barely gotten any time with Vegeta as a quote-unquote good guy.
I got
before he
froze
was
off.
back to murdering innocent people, which makes the betrayal feel just a little bit rushed and hollow. And despite his rematch with Goku having some emotionally effective moments, the actual quality of the fight is a bit of a letdown.
But there's something worth bringing up here.
Trying to get my avatar
more than
back.
maybe anywhere else on this
I'm
list.
sorry, guys.
The difference between the quality of the writing and how the series actually made you feel while these moments happened. Because while its issues regarding the writing are
It was plain
widely
weird.
debated,
I know.
there's no denying that the Buu Saga delivered some of the most memorable scenes, creative decisions, and unique techniques in the franchise which have stuck with fans years after the manga finished.
Fusion never decisively wins a single fight in all of Dragon Ball with the exception of the movies. Vegito does manage to save his friends and family, but his existence still genuinely feels more like Shueisha wanted new merch and Toriyama was trying to keep things fresh. But damn it, who doesn't love Vegito or Gogeta? Hell, Goten and Trunks aren't even characters all on their own, and Gotenks is probably the worst example of Fusion not accomplishing anything of value, but he is a f***ing gas. And Vegito's brutal, almost surgical deconstruction of Buu is one of the best beatdowns in a series of... Hey guys, does this have to be the last one, or...?
And despite Super Saiyan 3 ultimately feeling unearned and visually polarizing, its
That
design
is true.
is undoubtedly iconic, and that transformation is unforgettable. Super Saiyan 3 is a staple of the franchise now. And Gohan's ultimate design and his brief moment to shine are still beloved, regardless of him handing back the mantle to Goku. And though I'm not a huge personal fan
I'm
of the
sorry
Saiyaman
for-
arc
Yeah,
myself,
it's okay,
that
there's nothing
brief
wrong,
stint where
guys.
we get to see Gohan living his life as a superhero
The
and
problem,
getting
the
to know
question, it's not
all
letting,
from Adele
letting it,
are
don't let it
precious
get
to
to
a
me.
sizable
I
amount
can't let
of
it
the
get to
fan
me.
base.
And though Buu's lack of consistent form makes him hard to establish a firm, lasting connection throughout the plot, his amorphous nature also provides a wide variety of fascinating, unique personalities, all of which manage to leave a lasting impact in different ways. From Fat Buu's deadly innocence to Super Buu's unhinged malice to Kid Buu's chaotic insanity, what he lacks in depth, he makes up in variety. And Mr. Satan's relationship with Buu is surprisingly the emotional
Vegeta
core
is
of
as
the entire
moody as Shadow
saga,
the Hedgehog.
advancing both of their characters in
Yeah,
significant ways that end up paying
yeah,
off
2000
big in the climax.
Shadow.
And man, despite the
I don't like
Majin Vegeta
comparing
versus
Shadow to
Goku
Vegeta.
fight not quite being the sequel their
I'm
Saiyan
really
Saga
tired. I'm
class
tired of people
deserved,
trying to copy
the development
Buu.
Vegeta's descent provides him is a lot of fun to follow, even with its narrative issues. Between it being an intriguing character study and a tragic backslide for this listless ex-murderer, we find a lot to glom onto here. And the climax? The final explosion is iconic and one of the most emotionally
final explosion was the most
devastating
memorable
moments in all
moments of
Dragon
Vegeta.
Ball. It's the culmination of Vegeta's countless sins and could never be replicated in Dragon Ball again. I said...
And watching Vegeta finally admit Goku is number one, Satan pull out a massive W to save the entire universe, and Goku and the gang collectively stop Buu with a spectacular Spirit Bomb, it might be a messy ending, but it's still satisfying.
And it's important to note that these quirks in the writing
No
were
fighting,
never
people. This is a
new to
wholesome
Dragon
channel.
Ball. The Buu Saga may just be the worst offender of the original manga. Toriyama's always flown by the seat of his pants. Sometimes they just accidentally slide off, which,
Sure.
if you think about it, is incredibly Toriyama. We've been hard on this saga in the past, perhaps unfairly so, and we hope that our criticism here isn't a meaningless echo. We just want to communicate our issues with it the best we can, while also singing its deserved praises.
I understand.
Buu isn't bad. It's just complicated.
It is.
What about the ending?
Oh, right, that's a thing.
Kind of easy to forget it's literally the ending of the original
The
manga,
ending.
isn't it? Well, with both GT and Super existing.
While we can all agree that the team effort culminating in the Genkidama against Kid Buu is a remarkable finale, up there with the best of them, Goku leaving with Oob is disarmingly abrupt. even though it is hinted at beforehand, and some folks found it unsatisfying as a proper ending
I
to
like
such a long
Pokemon. I wouldn't say
story.
it's an actual
True,
copy.
but there's an argument to be
I
made
like
that it's also
Digimon
in
too.
line with the
Digimon
nature
will
of the
always be part of
series.
my childhood.
Goku sees potential in this boy so much like Roshi did with him, and so he takes him under his wing, and even bestows him with Kintoun. Toriyama likely didn't want to give a definitive ending because his story was all about adventure and how the adventure never ends.
And one could say that GT's ending is unearned and overindulgent, but they both have their fans. Although, if we're already comparing, I'd argue that the end of the manga gives us a better version of Pawn than GT ever did.
Damn it, we gotta end this one on a high note.
Crap.
What?
What about the
That scene where Boo is squeezing toothpaste onto his toothbrush, but it looks like poop.
Really?
8.
Odd Eyes, please do not delete all your videos.
Classic Dragon
Do
Ball
not
has some of
delete
my
all your
favorite
art.
arcs in all
You
of the
are.
franchise. And I could
Do not
really
do
use some
that,
positivity
please.
after those
Just
bottom
because of this
4.
live stream. Please do not do that because of
We're
me.
through the worst of it.
Please
Here on
don't.
out, there should be way less negativity.
I think this is the worst arc of the original manga.
Ireland's not even a real country.
I'm sorry, I know this list is a celebration of Dragon Ball, but if you watch my review of the King Piccolo saga
Demon
over on my
King
channel,
Piccolo is
totally
number
not mark,
8.
Shameless, but hustle, respect, hustle.
I talk at length about how this arc is so rife with plot contrivances and ass pulls so blatant and galling, they put almost every other arc from the original manga to shame.
Truth is, I know what you're talking about. The King Piccolo saga, in a lot of ways, is a prototype for the rest of the series. Introducing an overwhelming force
So
of
many
evil,
moons in the
Goku will have to
background.
struggle with the death of his allies and brutal combat, overcoming his own failures and weaknesses in order to grow strong enough to win the day. Rinse and repeat.
Hey, what's
But
up,
in
guys?
being the first to follow this simple yet brilliantly reliable structure, it has some wrinkles that would be ironed out in sagas to come.
But you know what?
We all
Let's
had some
compliment
bad times in
Sandwich's
our lives, but
sonbitch.
don't let this
King
day
Piccolo
get to
is
you.
a boss.
It's
and
almost
I mean
the
that
end
in
of the
every
year.
sense of the word, too. Until he gathers the Dragon Balls, he spends his time ordering around his musically inspired minions to do his bidding, conducting an orchestra of death for the world's greatest martial
Dang.
artists. But when he finally has to step out onto the battlefield, he towers over the rest of the cast, especially Goku. And unlike the Red Ribbon Army, there's a real sense of menace and danger, especially as the arc itself
Demon
starts
King
with the
Piccolo,
death
terrifying
of
villain.
Krillin.
Though fans of Dragon Ball would become accustomed to the
When
death
I was
of
a
heroes
kid,
in
I was
sagas to
terrified
come,
of
the shock
Piccolo's
such
father.
A boss capping off the 22nd Tenkaichi Budokai was a masterstroke on the behalf of Toriyama. This one act of violence sends Goku on a rampage, unlike any we'd seen before, almost getting him killed. It's chilling and even a little scary to see our sweet little monkey boy so
I'm
distraught
sorry.
and thirsty for blood.
Please don't.
It was a perfect way to challenge Goku as a character instead of merely as a fighter.
And despite all his rage, he's no match for King Piccolo, who brutalizes him, leaving him for dead before he kills Chaozu and Roshi, makes his wish on the Dragon Balls, and then blows up Shenron. It's brutal, it's devastating, and it ratchets up the despair way more than any other arc before it. And afterwards, he just walks straight into the King of the World's home, says, "This is my house, bitch," and then proceeds to set every prisoner on the planet free and starts a goddamn purge. It's
Wow.
insane, and it really sets the stage for the climax to come.
But the big issue with King Piccolo is that, as far as villains go, he's sort of textbook. For all the grief and guff we give the villain lineup of GT, King Piccolo's entire character is literally evil demon hell-bent on world domination. But if the biggest problems with this arc were its boilerplate villain, I'd be singing an entirely different tune.
Eyes.
The real trouble starts with Toriyama's haphazard storytelling in
friends.
this section. King Piccolo's introduction is rushed, poorly explained, and
I'm
boring,
sorry.
having been released off-screen in a piece of throwaway dialogue
We've
by
been doing
the
it- we've been
Pilaf
friends for
gang.
years.
And as you said,
You
he
can't let this
almost kills
day
Goku. But somehow his
get
heart
to you.
restarts after King Piccolo has left with no proper
I have a lot on
explanation,
my plate
after
as
which
well.
Yajirobe
I've been busy.
carries Goku
I can
up
only do
Korin
so
Tower.
much for
It's
you.
so unprecedented that it feels more like a joke. And finally,
This is
the
supposed to be
water.
the new year.
The super god water,
I don't
or
wanna-
ultra divine water in the dub,
Guys,
is
I'm
maybe
sorry
the
if I'm
biggest
talking.
cop-out
I'm-
in all of Dragon Ball.
My
We
friends
would go
here-
on to see multiple characters' hidden potential be brought out.
I don't
in a
wanna talk-
myriad
I don't
of
wanna
ways
talk about
after
it.
this
Let's just
arc,
focus
but
on the stream.
Here, it's a huge detriment to the story, as it acts as a shortcut for Goku to almost immediately spring back against King Piccolo after a devastating loss. And yeah, the water putting him through body-wrecking pain that could potentially kill him isn't nothing, but it's not nearly narratively satisfying.
All right.
It wouldn't be quite as insulting either if
I'm
they
done
hadn't
talking about it.
introduced the Super God Water, an arc after the Super Holy Water, or Sacred Water in the dub, which was in and of itself a fake out of this
I
exact
like that little
plot
trick.
device.
Dragon
Toriyama
Ball.
subverted the trope only to play it seriously the next chance he got.
Yeah, the Cho Seisui and the Cho Shinsui? You can't make this shit up.
Yeah,
But
you
like
can't.
we said before, when this arc premiered in the manga, the huge shift in tone combined with an increase in stakes was massive and would influence Dragon Ball for years to come. These moments of struggle, loss, and building despair rocket us towards an incredible final battle, with Goku showing up at the last minute to save the day. A staple in Dragon Ball from that point forward.
And truly, the fight is both effectively simple with its structure, yet incredibly satisfying with its execution. Goku puts King Piccolo on the back foot, forcing him to leverage Ten Shinhan's life in order to crumple Goku's resolve, disabling limb after limb until the poor boy only has one arm left. But that proves enough, and we're treated to one of the most iconic takedowns in Dragon Ball.
And impressively, Toriyama makes sure to take King Piccolo's
Yikes.
defeat as an opportunity to set up for the next arc, spitting up an egg and sending it off into the distance, entrusting his unborn clone son reincarnation
It's
with his
complicated,
ambitions
what Piccolo Jr.
and
is.
his revenge. It definitely helps to make this saga and the next to feel like a set, and leaves the viewer hyped for what's to come next.
Side note, did you all know that Toriyama essentially introduced Yajirobe
Demon King
so
Piccolo
Mayumi
is
Tanaka,
indeed a
voice
monster.
actress for Krillin and Luffy in One Piece, would have a character to play in the anime while Krillin was dead? Goku even points out that they sound similar in the manga and the Japanese audio. And on that side note, I love Yajirobe in this arc. From his introduction to his gags, he feels
I like
right in the
Yajirobe.
series, and it's nice to see that he doesn't overstay his welcome.
Honestly, I think you're both totally valid and on point with your reading of the material. We just happen to differ in how much certain aspects of the story affect our individual enjoyment. I do have a question for the both of you, though. Do you guys consider the meeting with Kami and Popo to be part of this arc or the next?
Actually, one of my favorite Dragon Ball YouTubers, Mr. Fusion, made a fantastic argument that it belongs in this saga. Specifically because Krillin dies at the beginning, so it would only make sense that Krillin's revival would finish it, effectively bookending it.
This introduction
Right.
comes with some fascinating lore and a great fulfilling training arc for Goku that does manage to take away some of the sting of the Super God Water. And though it definitely feels a tad convenient, what with Kami being able to create a new set of Dragon Balls to undo the slew of deaths that gave the story its weight, this meeting with Kami feels like a natural next step for
Beyblade
Goku
tournament.
in his journey. and for the
Beyblade
story as a
last
whole.
tournament? That
I
sounds
can't
fun.
help but point out the hilarity that someone can ask, remember that time Goku met God? And you can just respond, which one?
It's also a little funny that Battle of Gods makes such a big deal out of godhood, considering Toriyama keeps whipping out a new deity every time the last one gets dunked on by Goku.
It's like infinite regress.
That is
only
true.
with gods.
Well, you know what they say, it's turtle hermits all the way down. 7.
Number 7. Who is it now?
You're really not just
The
gonna use
22
World Martial Arts
Tenkaichi
tournament, huh?
Nope.
tournament.
I've decided I've been too easy on you dub-only watchers. Besides, y'all already know how to say Tenkaichi Budokai, even if you have been saying it the wrong way around.
Could be worse. He could have used number 1 under heaven martial arts gathering.
Guys are being pretentious.
Faithful.
Pretentious aside, the 22nd World Martial Arts Tournament is technically the
This
third
is a good
tournament
story
in the
arc.
series after the 21st
first time
and
I
Fortune
heard-
Teller Babas, respectively. Toriyama had his
The
work
first
cut
time
out
I
for
heard
him to
of,
make this one stand
Tien
out,
Shinhan,
and
I
does
thought he
so
was
in an
cool.
interesting way.
While Goku maintains his role as the main character, the story doesn't so much center around his development, but rather around Kame Sennin, with this being the last fight we'd see the old turtle hermit take part in the original manga, and Ten Shinhan, student of an opposing school and a troubled, struggling soul.
I love when Toriyama explores the internal struggles of his characters. Between his sublime expression work, his penchant for building drama, and Dragon Ball's
too.
fascinating world full of possibilities, it's a shame we don't see as much moral complexity in the rest of his work as we do here, because Ten Shinhan's journey through this arc is something special. It also provides a fantastic avenue for Roshi to finally pass the torch to his beloved students and emphasizes the strengths of his teachings by using Ten Shinhan and the Crane School as a comparison.
I never
Much
thought
like
of it
the
that way,
previous
but
tournament,
thanks.
The qualifying rounds are a pretty light affair. It serves to establish our character roster and gives us a peek at the advancements our established cast made in the time skip after the previous arc. It also gives us a
You know,
peek
it's kinda
into the
weird seeing
characters of
werewolves
Ten
in Dragon
Shinhan
Ball,
and
but
Chaozu.
then again, I'm
We
not
manipulate
surprised.
the numbers of the drawing process so the matches can play out how they see fit. And then, our three-eyed antagonist lets us all know just how vicious he can be.
Ooh.
Dragon Ball is known for some brutal moments.
I
but
forgot
there's
he
something
broke
so
Yamcha's
unsettling
leg.
about Ten Shinhan breaking Yamcha's leg, largely because it's so unnecessary. He didn't have to go that far. Yamcha had already all but lost the match. But this wasn't about beating Yamcha. It was about sending a message. The Ten Shinhan is not to be taken lightly, and he has every intent on proving his superiority,
Oh my
even if it
goodness.
means ruining Kame Sennin's pupils.
It's hard to believe that after this devastating match,
I'm
we
sorry,
jumped immediately
this
into a
is-
gag match with Roshi versus a reverse werewolf. It admittedly feels a bit like filler, but the punchline is pretty fantastic, and it provides some levity leading into Chaozu versus Krillin, which actually rides the line of being a gag match itself. While the tricks and techniques Chaozu uses to put Krillin on the ropes are both quirky and dangerous, the
Chaozu was
climax
a
of
trouble
it is
little
an honest laugh.
brat when
there
I first
aren't many
saw him.
matches like this in Dragon Ball, and I think there's a lot to appreciate in terms of creativity on every level.
There's also Pomput. But it's the next and last 3 matches that matter most. Starting off with Roshi
Pomput
versus
just get
Ten Shinhan.
dusted.
Whereas in the last tournament, Roshi's primary goal was to keep Goku humble and hungry, here he's looking to change the heart of a talented young man traveling down a dark path. He breaks out all the stops, and even when Ten Shinhan threatens the lives of him and the audience with a surprise Kamehameha Shinhan.
But before that fateful match can happen, we finally get Goku versus Krillin.
I
So
love this
surprising that
match.
It took so long before we finally got a real fight between these two.
Krillin
And
versus
damn, is
Goku
it
when they were kids. It was
fantastic,
always a fun
highlighting
fight.
all of Toriyama's strengths. And in the Japanese version of the anime, it's accompanied by Mesase Tenkaichi, one of my favorite insert songs in the series. Even though we all know that Goku was never going to lose this match, it's still exciting, satisfying, and even touching to see these two rivals finally go toe-to-toe. These are two friends having fun, going all out, putting all their hard work to the test.
And while their match is happening, Roshi confronts Ten Shinhan one last time. He makes the point that Ten just isn't the kind of killer he longs to be. That deep down there is an ember of goodness burning bright enough to make him doubt the ambition of his master and his own misguided aspirations. This moment marks the turning point for his character, who has sworn to end Goku for what he did to Tao Pai Pai.
Using Mercenary Tao to fuel the Crane School's fervor is a
Mercenary
fantastic
Tao was a
pull on
terrible
Toriyama's
person. I don't know
part.
how TN
It ties
looks
Goku
up to him
directly into the
back then.
conflict, instead of it merely being a matter of opposing schools. It's personal for Tien, who's idolized the assassin. When they step into the ring, he doesn't give Goku an inch. We actually talked in depth about this fight in our top 12 fights, where it ranked number 9 in the entire series. It's a doozy, and over the course of the match, Ten Shinhan is forced to not only confront Goku, but his friend, his master, and himself.
It blindsided a lot of people when Goku ultimately lost this match. After his loss at the 21st Tenkaichi Budokai, it seemed like a sure bet that Goku would firmly grasp the W this time. However, Goku's the first to touch outside the ring, and Ten Shinhan
That
goes home the victor.
sucked for
And honestly,
Goku.
this
A
subversion
truck
is
in the way
superb,
that stopped
because
him from the
real
victory.
here was pulling Ten Shinhan away
It
from
really
the dark
messed,
side. And
but
it's the
it
perfect
was still a
setup for
good
the
moment.
23rd Tenkaichi Budokai, where Goku's third try would ultimately be the charm.
Spoilers?
For Dragon Ball?
I don't know, you guys always made it a running joke, so I just wanted to do one.
Funny enough, it seems like we haven't had much bad to say about this arc. So why is it so far down on the list?
I think it comes down to scale. This
Really?
is the shortest arc in all of Dragon Ball by chapters, and the entirety of it plays out as a tournament, meaning there's little variation in environment and the scope of the story is limited. Which isn't necessarily bad, this arc
Oof.
is a very personal
Roblox,
affair
that's where
with
that oof
amazing
come
fights
from.
and effective melodrama, but many of Dragon Ball's best sagas have higher stakes and a grander scale, which also aren't inherently positive qualities either, mind you.
Personally, I'm a fan of shorter, more focused stories with no wasted motions. The Buu Saga and Tournament of Power are great examples of bloat, with pacing
That is
issues
true.
aplenty.
But it's hard to ignore how Toriyama would go on to write further compelling, epic narratives with pathos and prophecy, and more variation and complexity, even in other tournaments.
Yeah, like the Universe 6 tournament.
No, he obviously meant the Otherworld tournament.
Actually, he probably means the 28th Tenkaichi Budokai.
Wait! The Toy-San Tournament of Champions.
That thing had a name?
That was
Are you
its name?
serious?
6.
That was a thing?
Just in time for Christmas, this entry comes tied with a ribbon.
That was
The most
actually a
colorful
tournament?
saga in all of Dragon Ball.
And it's conquering our hearts.
But the 21st
The
Tenkaichi
Red Ribbon
Budokai
Saga.
before this, Toriyama would slowly put more
Oh,
emphasis
man.
on action and drama in the story.
But we never see
Luckily,
Dr. Gero,
we first
but
get
this
what I consider
series,
one of the absolute best
we get to
sagas
see
of
how
Dragon
deadly the
Ball.
Red Ribbon Army
This
can
is
be.
actually my number 4 pick, and honestly, in my top 5, the margins are slim.
The Red Ribbon Army as an antagonistic force is a very different animal from most of Dragon Ball. Though several other sagas would have fewer but incredibly powerful antagonists, many of them inhuman, this is a whole army of what are mostly just normal soldiers with differing levels of skill, all in service
is
of a
true.
Napoleonic leader. Now, of course, this is Toriyama, so our, quote, normal human enemies, unquote, can still paralyze people with their minds or throw and ride pillars like they're speedrunning Breath of the Wild.
The
That was
saga
fun to do
also
to play in
clocks
Dragon
at
Ball
59
Kakarot.
chapters, more than the last two before it combined, which means it has plenty of opportunity to explore multiple locations, encounter many different allies and enemies, and build the story into an epic climax. Though, epic isn't exactly the word I'd use. Because while Toriyama gives us an amazingly fun and fresh story that never sits still for a moment, the payoff is more on the emotional level in the Fortune Teller Baba arc rather than a cathartic level via the Red Ribbon Army.
Not
It
to
is.
say that there isn't plenty of fantastic action to go around. Between Goku's perilous assault on Muscle Tower, the deadly pursuit of General Blue, and two incredible fights with Tao Pai Pai,
Mercenary
you'll never
Tao
find
was
yourself
an
bored.
interesting fight for
But in the
Goku.
case of Commander Red
Round
and Staff
1
Officer
and round
Black,
2.
the actual climactic battle with the titular Red Ribbon is
You
a
get
much to write
Goku
home
Black's
about,
voice
even if the events leading into it
in-
are some of my favorite moments in Dragon Ball. I'm sorry, but the reveal of Commander Red's ambitions being a product of his insecurities, only for Black to shoot him dead in response? How
That
is
was
this
funny.
not in our top 3?
Beyond the action, there's also
That
so
was
many
funny.
fantastic character elements throughout.
General
To
Red
call the Red Ribbon
from the Red
Army a
Ribbon Army, he
colorful
wanted the
cast
Dragon
would
Balls
be,
just to be
incredibly
taller.
corny, but also correct. From suave to silly, menacing to murderous, ruthless to useless, it's just so much fun to watch Goku work his way through that rainbow, and even make some friends along the way, including everyone's favorite Frankenstein's monster-inspired Robro, Ader. I'm actually
Ader.
surprised he's never mentioned
Android
in the
8.
Android arc, especially considering that Android 16 is essentially Ader 2.0. 8 times 2.
It's also worth noting that this may be one
Big
of the
brain.
funniest sagas in the entire franchise. Murasaki's the best.
8 times
and
2
I will
is
never
16.
Get over the scene with the Nyoriko.
It makes
I'll be
sense
on my
now.
deathbed, and my death rattle will be me giggling like an idiot. Also, the Dr. Slump crossover is hilarious, adorable, and an all-around treat.
I like
Ignoring
Dr.
what the
Slump.
anime does to General Blue's character.
Oh,
But we'd be
thank
remiss
you.
not to talk more in depth about Mercenary Tao. As anyone who's seen our villains list will know, we have a particular soft spot for this fashion-forward assassin.
Yes.
And no, it's
Mercenary
not a whole
Tao
lot
is
made by his tongue.
was an
That
interesting
introduction
villain.
may be one of the most memorable in Dragon Ball. He literally tongues a man to death.
And
He has
ladies,
a couple of funny
he's
moments.
single.
Afterward, he murders Bora in cold blood,
Ooh,
curb stomps Goku,
I hated him for
and
that
pieces
one.
out with his balls like the world's deadliest veterinarian. And this sets up for Goku climbing Kaiden's tower and provides him with a new goal besides
The Red
stopping
Ribbon Army are so evil,
Revive Bora,
they have their
Koopa's
own
father.
theme song.
As we mentioned in the
Every
King
villain
Piccolo
needs a
review,
theme
the
song.
Sacred Holy Water is a fake out. The actual effort to retrieve it was the real training, conveying the moral there are no shortcuts to strength.
That
which
is
the
true.
franchise would frequently and aggressively undermine as time went on.
True, that
Here,
is
though,
true.
it's an incredibly simple yet effective way for Goku to make the necessary strides in
The
order
introduction
to
to
win his critical
senzu beans.
rematch
Very
against
helpful.
Tao.
This saga is also where we're introduced to the sensu.
I just
magical
said that.
beans that return you to full health. These would become a staple of the series, and luckily, Toriyama would do his best to use them as a way to keep the plot moving rather than ways to resolve conflict. Because an instant undo button on major, even mortal wounds could very easily have robbed the series of tension, as opposed to the Dragon Balls, which, never mind.
Goku would then
Yeah,
assault
true.
the Red Ribbon base and win the day.
Not much
dismantling
risk.
the
As long as you
army
got
and
senzu
ending
beans,
their
you're
siege.
good.
Whereas some folks consider this to be the end of the saga, some of us believe that it actually ends with
Unless
the
you got a
Fortune
hole
Teller
in your
Baba
chest.
arc, where Goku would find the final Dragon Ball necessary to wish back
Piccolo
Bora,
should face
but
Martian
also
Manhunter.
meet his grandfather one last time.
I love this finale.
I
While the
love
lead up
that.
to Goku meeting his grandfather again is mostly your average entertaining Dragon Ball comedy, complete with some choice manga panels,
Yes.
this reunion means a lot for Goku and the
Seeing
audience.
Grandpa
We see
Gohan
pure joy, love, and
made me
nostalgia.
made
and
me
it
so
adds
happy
all
as
that
a
much
little
more
kid.
narrative weight to Goku using the Dragon Balls to wish back Upa's father. Dragon Ball doesn't have too many heartfelt moments like this, but when they hit, they demolish.
Yes, they
also,
do.
the Pilaf Gang shows back up. It's really funny, but they don't add much other than to give Goku another outfit and make American audiences super uncomfortable. Also
Yes.
a playable character in Budokai Tenkaichi 3.
I
The
forgot
Red Ribbon
about
Army
that.
arc may not appeal to all Dragon Ball fans, but for many, this saga is the whole package. Action, adventure, comedy with a sincere emotional finale
Oh.
over 100 chapters in the making. A
Do you prefer
hallmark for
DC
the
or Marvel?
franchise.
I like
also,
them both.
Husky.
Oh, Haskey.
5.
She is nice.
Here we are again with the top 5.
Top 5.
For the last time.
Aw,
Gotta
you
get
getting
it through it.
emotional, Kaiser?
I can't help it. We've been doing these for more years than there are Dragon Balls.
Well, if it cheers you up any, the top 5 starts off with a classic Dragon Ball arc.
You're right, Mark. That does cheer me up.
The 21st Tenkaichi Budokai is the second arc of the series and the first tournament of the franchise. Hot off the mystical adventure of the Pilaf saga,
Have I kept
Goku
up with the
decides
Dragon
to
Ball
hunt
Super
down the
manga?
old man
Yes.
who sexually harassed the 16-year-old girl to train under him like his grandpa did before. Upon reaching Kame House,
Thanks
Goku
to
would
Masako
proceed to
X.
meet his lifelong friend and temporary
Thanks
rival
to
Krillin, and the two would begin training
YouTubers.
with one
I've been
another.
keeping up with the
This arc is
manga.
also another one on the shorter
Whenever they update
side,
with a new
but
one.
it hits every story beat exceptionally well.
Oh, crap.
From the fun, character-rich training segments with Krillin and Goku, to the early matches full of comedy and creativity, to the climactic showdown between master and pupil, this arc is packed full of heart, and it would lay a lot of groundwork for the series moving forward.
The early chapters with Goku and Krillin are truly
I don't know if I
iconic.
responded yet.
Their struggle with the Turtle Hermit's unconventional training
Yeah,
methods.
if
combined
it's
with their
lagging, I'm
conflicting
sorry, guys.
personalities, coupled with Roshi's lecherous nature and Lynch's sneezing gimmick, all make for an
Lunch!
amazingly
Why
fun
did
read.
Toriyama
And the
forget about
focus on
you?
Goku's purity definitely sets him apart from other shonen protagonists of the time. His love for martial arts and battle stem from his passion for self-improvement, and that fire never dies.
And that hunger for personal improvement, and also literally any food within a 10-foot radius, is the major point of conflict in this story. There is no traditional antagonist,
Goku
but
was
rather
such a little
Goku's drive as a
scamp
fighter,
when he
and
was
the
a kid.
possibility of that ambition being lost should he come out on top. Which is why Roshi dons a silly wig and loses his glasses in order to keep Goku from becoming #1 under
I'm
the
about to
heavens.
teach you the
Goku and
lesson of
Krillin's
humility,
aspirations
young
for improving
whippersnapper.
themselves are insanely infectious. You want to root for
Master
them,
Roshi.
watch them continue to improve, and break every record set before them. So when Roshi steps up to keep them in line, there's a great conflict at play. You want to see them come out on top, but you also know that Roshi has a point. That if they get a taste
That
for
is true.
victory too soon, it's possible that their motivation may take a hit. That they'll become complacent.
As a little kid, I
So
never
despite how
understood
much the
that, but
audience
when you
comes to
grow
love
up,
these two
I
goofballs
understand.
and wants to see them succeed, you also want to see them fail.
It's nothing
Yeah.
incredibly deep, of course, but for a story aimed at kids, it more than does the job of providing an engaging conflict and interesting moral. One that explores the characters of Goku, Roshi, and the concept of martial arts and self-improvement as a whole. But screw the morals, screw the story. Those aren't what people watch Dragon Ball for. How are the fights?
Considering
is
this
true.
is still early on in Dragon Ball, it's impressive just how much Toriyama brings to the table here in terms of creativity and variety. Krillin vs. Bacterian is pure gross-out humor, opening the tournament up
Bacterian
with one
was
of the best
disgusting.
meta jokes of the franchise with Krillin's nose.
I won't lie. Watching all of Z before OG Dragon Ball made this joke hit even harder. Over a decade of watching them never address it, only for it to happen here against the perfect opponent, it's priceless.
After that, our good lad
He
Yamcha
did
begins
fart in
his
his
long and
face.
illustrious career of jobbing in his fight with Jackie Chun. It's pointedly funny that Yamcha also recognizes that it's Roshi, at least establishing him as the smartest guy in the room even if he's not the strongest.
After this,
Yeah.
we get a match that could have only taken place in the 80s with Nam versus Ranfan, followed
That
up
makes-
by
that is
Goku
true.
versus Giran. A fun, clever fight that does come with some cheap saves on Goku's part, but the real standout, besides the climax, is Roshi versus Krillin, which besides including some fantastic action, also has some of the most memorable gags from any of the tournaments.
Goku vs. Namu is much more action-oriented, showcasing some brutal blows and amazing tenacity from both fighters. It also has a feel-good resolution with Roshi providing Namu all he needs to save his poor village. But
Aww.
then, finally, it's the match we've all been waiting for. Goku versus Jackie Chun. And it's a doozy.
The Kamehameha.
This was awesome.
Drunken fist, crazy fist, the sleepy boy technique,
Sleepy
the
boy
thundershock
technique.
surprise, and even a giant
Monkey.
There's no end dedication to preserving Goku's passion for the martial arts.
And though the final blow almost ends with a double KO, Jackie stands triumphant.
I got the
marking Goku's
message out,
first
eyes,
loss at
and
the
I'm-
Tenkaichi Budokai.
I'm sad
But
to hear
also,
it.
his first
Please,
true step towards greatness.
don't want you to
this
leave.
is such an important moment for Goku, giving him both a taste of defeat and a taste of what lies ahead of him. There's always a bigger fish, and if we know anything about Goku, he's never met a fish he couldn't catch.
Later arcs would present greater stakes, including the very universe, but sometimes there's no better emotional leverage than the heart and soul of a character you love.
Yeah.
Watching Roshi and Goku battle isn't so satisfying because of the actual choreography and animation, which are quite good for the time, mind you, but instead because of their investment and the meaning behind the fight.
Traditional tournament arcs are always tricky. While they're fantastic at setting up individual battles, building an organic narrative can be a struggle. Luckily, Toriyama caught on quickly on how to balance action, comedy, and story in his tournaments, giving us some of the best in anime. And it all started here.
You know, I'm willing to bet that
Anime version
Toriyama had
Jackie
no
Chan.
idea the kind of conversations he was going to start between fans with Roshi blowing up the moon, considering how utterly obsessed many of them would become with power levels and feats.
Yeah, don't get me started on this fandom's feet fetish.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
4.
All right, bad enough to hear
do
that from
know
Sonic.
This is the 4th time Cell has been in 4th place on DBCember, right?
Number 4 in our top 24 villains, number 4 in our top 12 fights, number 4 in our top 12 transformations. Now this.
We swear this is a coincidence. Also, really funny.
We assume the placement of Cell is going to be a controversial one, polarizing even. Hell, for me, it's my number 1 pick. This saga's full of amazing battles, unforgettable
want you-
drama, and a
please
climax
don't, man.
that puts
This is a
not
New
only
Year's
other
Eve.
arcs, but other whole anime to shame.
For me, it's not in my top 5. Not that I dislike it, it just has some fundamental issues
Please
that keep
don't.
it from being my favorite.
It's New Year's
I had it as my
Eve.
number 4,
Don't
so
do this to
frankly,
me. Don't do this to
is
me, man.
Perfect.
This saga begins with the return of Frieza. No, not that one. Or that one. As a perfect way to start off a saga, literally all about androids
I haven't seen
and
classic
cyborgs,
Dragon Ball,
our
but I have
frosty
some
fiend
respect
arrives
and
on
love
Earth
for it.
complete with cybernetic
cool.
replacements and a big, horny daddy. But before he can wreak
Yeah,
havoc,
but-
a young man equipped with a sword
Two of those
and
meanings.
Super Saiyan shows up to bisect him and sends his papa to hell in kind. Also, what is it with Trunks cutting people in half?
Chunks
What a way
Trunks
to
loves to cut
introduce a
people,
character.
cut his enemies in
Frieza
half.
was far and away the biggest bad the series had ever seen, so to see him jobbed this thoroughly and in such an incredibly awesome manner, it's hype as all hell.
Number 9 on our most iconic moments in Dragon Ball. Check it out.
And afterwards, we get to meet Goku again and learn that this stranger is actually Vegeta and Bulma's son from the future, and that the apocalypse by way of Skynet is coming. And atop
Wow.
all that, Goku dies of a heart virus before he can help try to stop it.
When
It's
I
a
first
pretty
heard of
insane
this,
beginning to the saga, and this
it
sets
took
up
me by
for
surprise.
mysteries, conflicts, death, and some of the series' most harrowing moments. We'd meet androids, cyborgs, Jinzo Ningen, and see our little crybaby Gohan grow into his own as the conflicts of his father's past come back to haunt them all.
In terms of our main antagonists, the androids in Cell are undeniably iconic. Their designs and personalities are full of Toriyama's charm and aesthetic. The androids' devil may care
Yeah,
attitudes
they
are a
argued
stark
about
contrast
which
to
was gonna be the
Cell's
enemies in the
single-minded
android
devotion to his
saga.
perfection. But their menace is felt all the same, especially when these terror teens wreck the entire Dragon team.
Although I'd absolutely love to see the timeline where Toriyama's editors didn't make him change androids 19 and 20 from being the main villains. Where would he have even gone if that were the case? Would
know.
Android 20 be able to transform as well? Would we still have gotten Cell?
Speaking of timelines,
'Cause swords
Toriyama
are awesome.
definitely
Yes,
seems to have
they
taken
are
some
awesome.
inspiration from the Terminator franchise. This saga plays a lot with time travel, adding a neat layer of complexity and mystery to the plot. Trunks coming back to the past sends a ripple effect that creates new problems, and even paves the way for Cell's perfection. Unfortunately, Toriyama does occasionally find himself struggling a bit with the trickiness of time travel.
Yeah, the
Time
story
travel
isn't
got out of
helped by
hand.
the
Time
insane
travel
amount of
is
editorial
very complicated.
interference. Or maybe it was helped. Who's to say? But the constant rewrites and redesigns definitely made this journey feel a lot rockier and haphazard in several places.
It's
Don't get me started
10:45.
on the absurdity of Dr. Ghetto making androids 17 and 18 the power source necessary for Cell's perfection, or Goku's absolute bullshit explanation of why they don't just find Dr. Ghetto and stop him from making the androids.
If I were Bulma, I'd have gone rogue and had
The
Shenron
swords are
teleport
powerful
Gero
than,
into the sun.
the pencil.
But even with those narrative hiccups, there are just so many moments here that have stuck with me and many
Imperfect
other fans
Cell-
over the years.
Imperfect
Android's
Cell
first fight against
was
our heroes leading
terrifying
to
for me
Vegeta's iconic
when I was a kid.
arm break, Kami and Piccolo reuniting and finally bringing an end to their conflict, Cell's wicked and horrifying introduction in Nikki Town, Piccolo versus 17, Tien's Shin Kikoho, Cell becoming perfect, one of the coolest fights in the series with Goku versus Cell, Goku's sacrifice, and Gohan's transformation and... Oh, as I said before, one of the best climaxes in anime.
And those are just the bigger
I
moments.
love the
This
fight
saga is
between
long and
Gohan
winding,
versus Cell
with
was
plenty of
memorable.
mysteries and fascinating reveals, and it feels like the entire cast gets to be directly involved. It's admittedly a little frustrating that the main crux of the saga takes so long to get moving, as we're introduced to antagonist after antagonist until we arrive at Cell, who himself still goes through several radical transformations.
That is true.
That's truly a shame too, because while Perfect Cell's design is definitely memorable and his personality is serviceable, his first form is the most unique all around. He's a movie monster, stalking humans and devouring them for sustenance, and it's a shame that we lose many of those features after he absorbs Android 17. Of course, a big ol' insect man might not have played so well with audiences, especially leading into the climax, so we can at least understand that the decision to make him more traditionally attractive might very well have been the right one.
But regardless of Cell's design,
and
he
it-
facilitates some
and it
amazing
led
growth
to-
for several characters.
Led
We
to
see
Moro
Goku
looking
grow
a
as
little bit like
father and
Cell.
as a protector of the Earth.
And
We see
Super Boo
Vegeta
looking a
grow
little
as
bit
he
like
struggles
Cell.
with being an ex-villain who now has
I don't know
something
why
to
they do
protect
this.
on Earth. And Piccolo comes to terms with his past by fusing
Cell's
with
second
Kami,
form is
and
scary
Trunks
to you?
learns that he's a giant up with the best of intentions.
Yeah,
But
Trunks
ultimately,
messed up big
It's
time.
Gohan that's put center stage. And watching him come into his own still sends chills down my spine to this day.
Yes, it
Not
does.
to continue being the wet blanket,
Said the soggy duvet.
but some of the
Said
issues
the
we see
soggy
him struggling
duvet.
with here seem a little manufactured. And while I'm certainly a fan of showing over telling, it would have been nice to have gotten some time with Gohan to explore these particular
Cody is
struggles.
cringe, thinking
It's a
Shadow is
problem that's
edgy.
worse in the manga, where a lot
Uh,
of time spent with Gohan
let's
and
not
Goku
think about- let's
training
not talk
is
about it.
missing,
Let's not
meaning
talk
that
about it,
Gohan's
buddy.
actual involvement with this
One-
arc is incredibly
How to
minimal,
build
the
something
point
made
where
of
his involvement
Earth
in the Cell
managed
games
to
is a big
overpower
surprise to everyone, and I'd argue
aliens.
not a good surprise.
Toriyama writing,
Not to
I don't
say
know.
that the moment where he transforms isn't absolutely epic, or that his defeat of Cell isn't absolutely the climax you've made it out to be, but the build-up feels inadequate, with more time in this saga spent on characters like Vegeta, Trunks, and Piccolo, rather than on the one who matters most in this finale.
But like we said with the Buu saga, sure you can put these stories under a microscope and deconstruct them to a fine point on a narrative level, but damn it, watching 16 plead his case with Gohan only to be snuffed out,
Okay.
leaving Gohan to finally break through that last wall in one of the most gorgeously
Oh,
framed
man.
transformations in the series, scored to perfection by Unmei no Hi in the anime? It doesn't matter if the build-up was lacking, the moment is a triumph. The culmination of Gohan's character over 4 years in the making.
And the father-son Kamehameha will be etched into my brain until I die. The last desperate beam struggle dwarfing
That
any
beam
other in
struggle
the
was
series.
memorable.
It's just so fucking cool. No other finish in Dragon Ball
Fun
hits like
fact,
this.
the first time I saw
Narrative
this
issues be
was
damned.
Dragon Ball
The finale
Budokai
of this
1.
arc cemented Gohan as
I
a
never got a
fan
chance to see
favorite
the
for a lot
anime
of people,
version
which,
until
as we mentioned, would be
until I watched the anime
later
and-
material. But
when I was a
here,
kid.
in this moment, in this arc, it's awesome.
In a lot of ways, the Android saga feels like a finale, which is only bolstered by the fact that after this, we get the longest time skip in the manga up until that point at 7 years. In all honesty, I can see why people believe that this was where Toriyama wanted to end it. With an epilogue, this would have been a bittersweet but genuinely fulfilling conclusion.
Yeah, but ending up the Cell saga? I mean, that'd be a terrible idea.
Is Kaiser okay?
We regret nothing, Mark.
Yeah,
3.
Team 4-Star.
The 23rd
Ended
Tenkaichi
with
Budokai
the Cell
is
saga
the final
because
arc
of
OG Dragon Ball's anime, a delineation not
certain
made in the
company.
manga. There are plenty of reasons thrown around
I was
for Toei
upset.
to separate the anime, ranging
A lot of people
from
were.
the change in overall direction of the story to Toei
I'm sorry,
wanting to
Kaiser.
market it as a new show with all the marketing advantages that would provide them. And as we'd see, this arc does in many ways provide a thrilling finale to this stage of Goku's life.
Hot off a 3-year time skip, we're quickly reintroduced to our lovable cast, many of them sporting some fresh new designs. And though a taller, more adult Krillin is definitely a surprise, nothing quite beats seeing Goku now fully grown. And while for American audiences who started
Seeing
with Z,
Goku
this
as an
would seem to be
adult
a
was
return
fun.
to form,
For Japanese audiences, this must have been wild.
Super Saiyan
Over
2 Gohan
165
was
chapters
amazing,
and
was
3
awesome.
whole years
I
of
love
Kid
it too.
Goku. And now he's all grown up. It's a pretty
You are forgiven.
monumental,
I'm
even daring
you are
decision
forgiven,
on the
bro.
part of Toriyama.
You're cool,
as
man.
It fundamentally affected Goku's iconic design. Then again, I'm a Naruto fan, so it's not like I haven't had the chance to experience something similar in real time.
By the way, if you want to, you can check out my Naruto review series over on my channel, Totally Not Mark.
I'm always watching your
luckily
channel.
his design still cuts that distinct silhouette, and while he is aged up here, we see him back in that classic gi. And more importantly, his crucial innocent personality is intact, though he is markedly more mature in many
My
ways.
favorite voice actor
Honestly,
for
this
Bulma
may be
is
my
Tiffany
favorite version
Valmar
of Goku. It's a perfect
She is hands
combination of
down
playful
my
and
favorite voice
experience.
for Bulma.
After his training with God, he
Until
seemingly achieved a
certain
sense of
company
serenity,
replaced her with
calm
the woman
confidence that
I
plays
shall
well
not
with his
name
cheerful
her.
nature. And each
I will not
solution
call
he
her.
pulls out
She's
over
the
course of
current voice of
tournament is
Bulma.
just so
I don't like her as a
satisfying,
person.
because we've seen him grow into the fighter he is today.
But I just
Though
miss
I'll
Tiffany
never forget
Belmont.
Toriyama for getting rid
But
of
I hear that
Goku's
she's doing
spell for
alright.
good in this arc.
But the bigger reveal of this saga is a full-grown Piccolo Jr. While we got small, adorable peeks at him in the arc prior, here he's fully matured and out for revenge for what Goku did to his father. The most noticeable change in his design is that he's significantly younger looking than King Piccolo was, thinner and more angular, and sports a brand new, now iconic outfit. We also find over the course of the tournament that he's more complex than his father ever was.
Speaking of the tournament, this is, in our opinion, the best Toriyama ever wrote. Though we don't begrudge his more gag-oriented matches from previous tournaments, here, it feels like there's very little fat. Each match contributes to the greater story, and it all starts with the first match.
We're introduced to Cyborg Tao in the preliminaries, where
Yeah.
he conveniently removed Chaozu from the plot. And while it's
Pretty
certainly
much,
a
yeah,
surprise to
the
see him
Jared
back,
punch.
and deadlier than ever, his inclusion in the tournament is solely to provide Ten Shinhan closure
Seeing
after the 22nd Tenkaichi Budokan.
Mercenary Tao as a
Which doesn't make
cyborg
this
was
match bad,
interesting.
far from it. It's just maybe the weakest of the matches by virtue of it not contributing to the overall story of this arc.
But seeing him get his
After
butt
this,
kicked by
we find Goku
Tien was
versus
awesome.
Name withheld. I mean, Chi-Chi. Honestly, it's hard to say whether or not Toriyama played the long game with this one or if he just so happened to make the perfect pull at the perfect time. I'm not sure which would be more impressive,
A force
honestly,
punch.
because
That's
having
how
a
he
character
wins.
that we haven't seen for 3 years suddenly reappear organically and with a monumental twist to the plot, either way, you have
Seeing
to give this
Chi-Chi
man
all
kudos,
grown up was fun.
especially with the
And
subtle hints
adorable.
we're given to let us know that it's her. From her accent to her hair to the promise she mentions to Goku. And the reveal of Goku mistaking marriage for food? Peak Goku. It's a fun, monumental match that would
I
forever
remember that.
change our protagonist's life and the very course of the series as a whole.
But screw romance, because the next match is one of my favorites, and it's arguably Krillin's
Piccolo
best
versus
fight in the
Krillin.
franchise. We know from the outset that Krillin isn't going to win this match. Hell, he knows it. As such, this fight isn't really about whether or not Krillin can win, but whether or not he can prove himself as a worthy opponent. Not just to Piccolo, but to the audience. Krillin's always played second fiddle to Goku, and despite his impressive outings before, he's struggled a lot. So we're essentially prepared here for a jobbing. But this plays out as anything but, with Krillin managing to straight up shock Piccolo with his strength, tenacity, and strategy.
Seeing
Though our
Krillin
brave
make it
ball
this
boy
far
takes the
when I
L,
watched
he
the
proves
original
to
Dragon
Piccolo
Ball
that
was
this
fun.
fight won't be as easy
And
as
they
he
putting
thinks.
This
These guys
acknowledgement on
are
Piccolo's
explaining
part
it
is
best than
also
I
an
could
important indicator
explain it.
that he is not the same character as his father. He takes this revelation in stride and even shows a budding, begrudging respect, which all on its own makes him a more compelling character.
How was
But
anyone
don't
survive a
talk
hole
about
to the
that,
chest?
Because next is
I don't
Yamcha
know.
versus Shen. Oh, Yamcha, you poor, poor bastard. First chance in the
Oh,
series of
Yamcha
getting past
sucks.
the quarterfinals, and Toriyama
Poor
throws you up
Yamcha.
against God. And while Yamcha whips out a brilliant new technique with an amazing direct hit, proving he's still definitely an outstanding fighter, he is still but a stepping stone for Kami to get to Piccolo.
Yep.
But this reveal is also fascinating, and a great wrinkle to the arc. God refuses to stay passive here like he did with King Piccolo, and he's even hijacked a person's body just to hide who he is to get closer to Junior.
Before those two can meet in the ring, we first need the biggest rematch in this series so far, with
I
Tien
love this
Shinhan
fight.
versus Goku. Now, this is a fantastic
A teenage
fight, but its
Goku
main
versus
purpose here,
Tien
to give
Shinhan.
us an idea of just how far Goku has come between King Piccolo and now. Oh, and also reintroduce the weighted clothing. Tien is outclassed here, and when he busts out the multiform technique, Goku just shows how wide their gap has become by instantly recognizing its weakness and defeating him effortlessly.
Chi-Chi, you
Leading to
promised you'll
God
marry me,
meeting his
Goku. Krillin,
nephew in
what's
the ring.
marry?
As it turns out, God's no slouch. He does everything he can to put down his evil half, even including the Mappa technique, which our Pickle Lad learned how to reverse, putting
Oh,
God
yeah.
in a bottle and swallowing him down, keeping him safe in his tum-tum, leaving only Goku versus Piccolo Jr. And this match, well,
It's our number 2 fight in all of Dragon Ball.
it's
Yes,
our number
it
2
is.
fight in all of Dragon Ball.
If you want to see a real breakdown of this fight, as well as many others that we've probably talked about previously, check out our DB list from 2018.
An interesting aspect
check
about
that
this
out.
fight is how
I
many
need
of
to
his
rewatch
biggest
that.
beats would return in the next arc, but to different effect. Goku and Piccolo's beam struggle, Piccolo growing giant, Goku's legs being disabled. Which isn't to take away from either fight, the parallels are mostly fascinating. Make no mistake, this fight is very much its own beast.
It's a beautiful, remarkable fight, as creative as it is brutal. And the win on Goku's part is genuinely one of the most harrowing, desperate victories in all of Dragon Ball. But it's a victory all the same, and this finally sees Goku as the champion. It's the journey he's been on since he began training with Roshi, and
finally get to win the tournament.
Goal has been
and it only took 3 tournaments to do so.
Of self-improvement, not money, not glory, not pride, but just to be better and protect those around him.
I also love how Goku just gives Piccolo a senzu bean, hoping that a bit of kindness and promise of a better fight would help him come around. And how he tells Kami, "No thanks, God, I don't want your job."
It's worth noting that this saga might have made our number 2.
Hold on, guys.
Even number 1, if it had been both grander in scale and hadn't relied on the tournament formula. Though it is arguably the best tournament in Dragon Ball, it's also Toriyama's 3rd go at it. And while it nails almost every single note, it's a song we've heard before. And it's one with built-in narrative limitations that keep us locked into a very narrowly focused story. But in that same vein, Toriyama works wonders within these limitations. And the story is one of the best paced and executed in Dragon Ball.
We got really granular in this review, partially because we wanted to emphasize just how little time is wasted in every fight. How incredible each encounter
called me
is,
in the middle of
and
a
just
text.
how phenomenal Toriyama nails this tournament.
I can't
the last
turn on
2
speaker.
Tenkaichi Budokai were fantastic in their own rights, but in many ways, they were all leading up to this, where Goku could show the fruits of his labor, beat the bad guy, save the world, get the girl, and soar off into the sunset.
The moment you call, the moment.
Hell, the manga frames
I can't turn off my text.
Monumental. Toriyama made sure to add a little Roshi at the bottom of the page to inform us that, don't worry, there's still more Dragon Ball to come. It's just so emotionally satisfying on every single level that if it really had ended here,
it's cool, man.
it would have felt
This is the new year. I was
also, Manga Fushigi Adventure is the best Dragon Ball opening. I will not be taking any questions. Thank you.
2.
You know, some people might argue that going into
on
space
the bright side
is
is going to
jumping the
end
shark.
soon.
Could be worse. Toriyama could result to time travel.
Or open up a multiverse.
What if they made an evil Goku?
Or if they kept revealing new gods to replace the old ones?
Or started giving characters transformations instead of actual character growth.
So this saga is a wild ride, y'all. Hot off the heels of the
Super
Saiyan
Saiyan.
saga, where the entire series was frankly flipped on its side, half the cast is f***ing dead or in a hospital. And with God pulling a Nietzsche, there are no Dragon Balls to bring him back. So Bulma, Krillin, and Gohan have to Star Trek to Namek, Piccolo's newly revealed homeworld, and their only hope. But when they arrive, they'll find more than peaceful Namekians.
It's good, man.
They'll find a terror beyond hell.
The moment our intrepid Earthlings arrive on Namek, everything that could go wrong essentially
cool,
does. Followed not only by Vegeta, but a far more imposing threat in the sadistic Frieza. These opening chapters are a scramble for everyone involved.
The Frieza
Before
saga
you know
was
there are more moving parts
was
than
epic
Dragon
and
Ball
always
had
memorable
ever
for me.
had to deal with before. Yet none of it feels difficult to keep track of.
No one never
And instead
forgets
it
about the
just
Frieza
builds
saga.
a sense of anxiety and
Or the
excitement
Namek
as
saga,
characters
what they
change
call
locations,
it.
come into conflict, steal Dragon Balls, and either bluff their way out of confrontations or blast their way out of them.
One of the most unique aspects of this arc is how little Goku factors into its first half. While Dragon Ball would be no stranger to sidelining Goku until he was absolutely necessary, he'd be largely out of play for the first 36 chapters of this 88-chapter saga, giving Krillin, Gohan, and Vegeta a lot of focus early on. This makes for a fascinating dynamic because without Goku there, several of these characters would have to play the world's most dangerous game of cat and mouse mixed with Don't Wake Daddy. And in this case, Daddy be Frieza.
And Frieza as a villain is one of the best Toriyama's ever written, if not the best. And his introduction is top-notch. His interrogation and subsequent slaughter of the Namekian village communicates everything you need to know about him. He radiates sadism, underlining his aggressively condescending politeness to great effect. You come to positively despise this motherfucker, but you also can't look away when he's at his absolute worst.
That's what I'm saying.
Like Christoph Waltz in Glorious Bastards.
That's a bingo.
The subservience of Dodoria and Zarbon does a lot to communicate his strength, as does the way that every character familiar with Frieza speaks about him. He is not a king to be served, he is a god to be feared.
This arc also ties Frieza directly to Goku and the rest of the Saiyans' history.
I hope they're not
He wasn't
listening to
only
what
their
I'm saying
absolute
right now.
ruler, he
I
was the
doubt
one who
people know coming
eliminated
in
their
here
planet,
listening,
leaving
like,
only a
watch my
handful of
streams,
them
so
alive.
busy
His
something
genocide of
else.
Goku and Vegeta's race
Yeah.
ties him directly to their fates, and
Sure.
though this is most definitely a retcon on Toriyama's part, it does a lot to elevate the narrative of this conflict, while also making it
Yeah.
personal. And though Goku may not value his Saiyan heritage, he will inherit the responsibility of avenging all of that death and destruction that Frieza wrought.
Frieza isn't the only villain of the arc that stands out though.
I try not to think
Zarbon
about
and
it.
Dodoria proved to be formidable minions, and the Ginyu Force helped shake the arc up in an amazing way. Their bombastic personalities are combined with radical violence, all the while homaging Super Sentai of the time. They all provide interesting techniques and spectacular battles and put our heroes on the brink
Yeah.
of death more than once. But above all else, the minions provide conflict and development for one particular character, Vegeta.
To say that Vegeta is the star of the first half of the arc is an
Watching the
understatement.
New Year
I
countdown.
honestly
in New York
believe
City
it's the
Times
best he'd
Square.
ever been written in the
I'm
entire original
hoping to
manga.
watch it too.
Although
I got my
Krillin,
clock up and
Gohan,
ready
and
as
to a
well.
lesser extent
I
Bulma
can't leave
are
my
our
spot.
protagonists in this
Akuba.
first half, it's Veggie who really gets to shine, as he takes both an active and reactive role throughout. Thanks to Frieza's inability to read powerfuls and his scouters
He's
being
watching it
destroyed,
on- he watching it
Vegeta's
on his
able to
phone.
sneak around and operate in the shadows, all the while slaughtering the guilty and
Tales of
innocent
the-
alike in order to collect the Dragon Balls. And though he's still undeniably a villain here, his contrast and conflict with Frieza make him seem almost like an anti-hero in comparison.
I love that guy's
Almost.
music.
This was far from Toriyama's first time pitting a previous arc's big bad up against its current. But unlike with Piccolo and Ten Shinhan, Vegeta is still rotten to the
I like
core,
watching the
meaning every
vlogs,
action he takes
the
against
final
Frieza
countdown.
is also against our
I'm
heroes.
going to
and when
miss it,
Krillin and
Seth.
Gohan
Oh,
are
no,
put in
my
between the
avatar
rock and hard
froze.
place of having to choose Vegeta over Frieza, they
I'm
have
sorry,
every
guys.
reason to
This
feel
is the third
conflicted.
time it
Of
done
course,
this again.
not long
I have
before
too many
Goku arrives,
tabs.
Vegeta's part in the story essentially
I have too
mimics
many
Piccolo's. He must join forces with Earth's heroes in order to stop Frieza from attaining victory. But where Piccolo would make an heroic sacrifice, Vegeta would get everything he had coming to him.
That all you got?
But you have to give it to Toriyama. Even though he'd shown Vegeta to be an unrepentant murderer, you still feel the slightest bit of sympathy as Frieza brutally dismantles his proud confidence with a
guys, can
pervasively
y'all hear-
vicious glee.
Speaking of
Can my
Piccolo,
friends- can y'all hear my
Toriyama
friends
cleverly
speaking
brings him back to
as
life
well?
in order to set up a brilliant gambit. With him alive, Kami and Popo are able to bring the Earth Dragon Balls together in order
y'all
to
hear my friends
ultimately
speaking?
save the day. We also get to see Piccolo return to his homeworld, discover a prototype of what would become Fusion later down the road, and help keep everyone alive long enough for Goku to do the thing!
Regarding Goku, he's, well, a bit of a
Force
tough
guys,
topic.
Vegeta power levels
Much of the major
BS, that is
conflict
true.
on Namek happens with him either on his way to the planet itself or out of commission in the healing tank. He doesn't really feel like a vital part of the narrative for a majority
I don't
of
think
the
they
saga.
notice.
Once he arrives, he provides us with some impressive examples of just how much he's grown. And while we're absolutely thrilled to see him here to save the day, he still feels a little out of place at first.
But as Vegeta lay dying, we see him bestow the burden of defeating Frieza upon Goku. This elite,
using a headset
shattered, and
microphone,
fading
so I
must
gotta remove
entrust
one-
this lower-class warrior to
I
finish
gotta
what he
remove
could
one
not.
piece to hear you
Goku
while talking to
solemnly
me.
accepts. He may not value his own Saiyan heritage, but he recognizes both Vegeta as a warrior and Frieza as a tyrant. And with all the pain and suffering he's already caused his friends and family, he's made it his personal mission to put Frieza down. After getting to know Vegeta over the course of the last two sagas and knowing what this means to him, this scene hits hard.
What follows next is the longest fight in the franchise, both famously and infamously.
There's a desperation that slowly mounts as Goku realizes just how utterly outmatched he truly is. His strongest attack hits Frieza head on and it does little but singe his hand, so he's forced to use the Spirit Bomb. And unlike the one on Earth, this sucker's massive. And while it doesn't quite get the job done, the sight of such a huge version of the attack has stuck with audiences for years. It's really freaking cool.
And it all leads up to one
Hey,
of the
guys.
most spectacular moments
talking
in
to
Dragon Ball.
Oh.
Guys, look! It's my Jutsu impression! Goodbye,
Goku
No.
turning Super Saiyan. We've mentioned it
I got
in
my
other
avatar
countdowns,
fixed.
but it bears repeating. This
The Chaozu impression,
changed
that- okay,
Dragon Ball.
that made
This
me
scene of
laugh.
Anger, desperation, and horror created something new, dazzling, and game-changing that would inspire countless other properties for decades to follow.
Super Saiyan
Yeah,
Son
I
Goku
was
is
frozen. I had to
iconic.
fix my
From
avatar
the build-up to
for the third
climax to
time. I'm
Goku's
sorry.
Destruction of Frieza, we see a legend fulfilled. It feels as if Goku's whole life has led up to this one point. Following this transformation, we get what feels like an exercise in catharsis as Frieza is demolished. And Frieza's desperate gamble of blowing up the planet, leading to a harrowing countdown to destruction, makes for a
they can hear you.
fantastic set piece. At the end, though, it's Frieza's hubris that seals his defeat, and we watch
'cause I got
as
the
Goku
speaker
is
on.
possibly lost, along with
It might be
the vanishing
laggy,
world.
but they can hear you.
But
Yeah, but
Okay.
the moment Frieza enters the fray, the pacing of the story slows to an absolute crawl.
And it's only made worse in the anime. Every joke, every meme you've heard about Dragon Ball's bad pacing, that's exemplified here.
Goku's fight with Frieza does have some impeccably well-crafted shots, though, with stellar composition, and there's still plenty of creativity throughout.
also, while Goku embracing his Saiyan heritage is conceptually interesting, he'd already established that he considered himself an Earthling
Yeah.
before anything else, and his connection to this extinct race are tenuous at best.
That is
So to see
true.
him say, "I am the Super Saiyan Son Goku," rings the slightest bit hollow. Furthermore, this arc introduces an issue that would plague
it gets
Dragon
that
Ball
up.
for
Yeah,
years
it's
to
okay.
come.
They understand. It's okay.
Power
I
creep.
understand.
Power levels in Dragon Ball have always been a source of consternation. While their introduction served the plot of the Saiyan saga to help communicate the divide in strength between characters, these numbers would balloon to proportions that would soon hurt the narrative
I
far more
would
than help
appreciate
it.
it,
And
yeah.
some characters are used to questionable effect.
Bulma does not need to be in this story at all. Toriyama wanted to call back to the classic hunt for the Dragon Balls by including Krillin and Gohan, Goku's son, but this story ultimately ended up sidelining her in a really bad way. Funny enough, I think this is one of the reasons a lot of OG dub fans didn't like her. They were introduced to her at her worst. Luckily, the following sagas utilized her much more effectively. And hey, it's after she has a kid, so it's kind of like the inverse of Videl, Chi-Chi, and Android 18.
And Frieza's use of transformations here is the worst iteration of this trope. It's too convenient, and thus makes prior conflicts feel less meaningful.
Vic Mignogna's
But
awesome.
The
I miss
saga
it.
managed to make it this
Okay,
high on
that
the
butt
list.
choke.
How?
That was funny.
Because despite its shortcomings, this arc manages
How I
to
imagine my
accomplish some
stream will cut
amazing
down to
feats.
20.
Taking
We've
us to
got one
another
more
world,
hour.
introducing us to one of the
We've
most
got one more
marvelous
hour
villains
left.
in the franchise,
Sorry
utilizing
about that,
Vegeta
Cross.
to
It's cool.
perfection with a stellar, exciting first half, and giving us an amazing transformation that Goku is put through hell to unlock in its second,
It's
all
cool.
facilitating one of the most climactic
I love
showdowns in anime
the Super
history on
Saiyan
a
transformation
dying
moment.
planet.
Though it
I know
makes its
I'm
fair
being
share of
quiet because I'm
mistakes along
talking
the
to my
way,
friend here,
this
guys,
arc
and
attempts to do
he say
a
he
lot.
apologized.
And there's something to be said about a
Apologizes.
story
I
and a
forgive him.
storyteller
We're
that tries
cool.
something new and
It's
epic.
it's
We can
understandable.
accept that it's got its flaws, but we all remember being glued to our seats and our manga volumes thrilled at what was coming next. It honestly can't be emphasized enough just
Yeah.
how grandiose this part of the story feels and the gravitas that comes with it.
I like
We
Dragon
do
Ball and I'm
criticize the
having
ballooning
fun.
power levels, but
That's
it
good to
still
hear.
feels insane when Frieza reveals where his base form sits.
I
And those
sound funny, or
transformations continue
which
to
one?
ratchet
Who?
up the
Who?
fear and despair for
Maybe
our
because I'm
characters.
talking
This
to him on a
saga
phone.
is ambitious, climactic, and a total thrill ride, and has stuck with fans for years after.
I'll
Yeah.
also highly recommend
Plus,
that
I
if you're
can't open
looking to
another
rewatch this
tab.
arc,
That'd be a lot of work
try
for
out
me
Kai,
on my part.
especially if you're going to watch it in English. It cuts down
you
a
guys-
lot of the pacing
hey,
issues
here's
with the
something,
original
since you
anime,
guys like
while
Dragon
also
Ball Z
making some
Abridged,
fixes from the manga.
now,
Also,
first
Christopher
off,
Ayers as Frieza
I
is
used to be a fan
untouchable
of
in
Ruby.
English,
I
providing a
think he's
performance
because
that is a
the show's coming
standout
out
of the
correct.
franchise.
I'm gonna be
Love
honest.
after always, man.
Oh,
After
no.
always.
Love
Oh.
and laughter, always.
Oh,
Um,
Chris Ayers.
yeah,
Rest in peace, man.
In Volume 4 of Ruby, we see Crow going to a bar recruiting new huntsmen. And the bartender happened to be voiced by Landy Fator from
Oh.
the Order.
Rest in peace, Yojiro.
Number
Yoji
one.
Yama.
Oh, he's talking to me. Oh, no, he's
Why does this feel so hard?
12.
Because you love Dragon Ball?
Well,
And
that's
you
what
love
we say.
talking about Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just can't
The
believe
last
this is
number
the last
one, guys. Number one.
The last entry of the last DB
Rest
December.
in peace, Chris
Okay.
Ayers.
Guess we better give it our all, huh?
Honestly, and Chris
Right.
was friends with Vic too.
The Saiyan Saga is, in our opinion, the best representation of everything that Dragon Ball is. In our opening arc, we're introduced to a revelation that fundamentally changes the series, with the reveal that our main character, Goku, is actually part of an alien race. This revelation would bring great violence, despair, but also growth, as
Right.
Goku's unknown lineage suddenly catches up to him and his home. and wreaks havoc in its wake.
We've talked about this in the past, but
This
Raditz's
been out
reveal
for
of
a while.
Goku's alien
This
origin
video's been out
is
for a
such
while,
a
and I'm
monumental
trying to react to it with
moment.
others.
Rightfully, it eclipses the reveal
I'm
that
doing
they're
that while
related,
talking to you
which
at the same
for Goku
time, and it's
obviously
kinda
wouldn't really mean
complicated.
anything. He's grown up on Earth, and his real family doesn't include Raditz.
Yeah.
Though Raditz doesn't last long, Goku loses his life and finds himself making his way to another new master in the afterlife, who would train him to face an even bigger looming threat.
One of the team
Goku and
members.
Piccolo versus Raditz is a great fight to start off
I
this
don't
saga
know.
with.
I try not
Though
to
it
think
might not
about it,
rank
but
high
it
for
is-
many
this
fans
is
in
a
terms
nice
of its
art style.
overall quality, watching these two
But
rivals
Saiyan
forced to
Saga,
struggle
indeed,
against
I
a
have to
frightening
agree,
new
is number
opponent
one
is
because it changed a
exciting,
lot
and you
for
can
Dragon
feel
Ball
the
Z.
desperation as they throw together a plan, one that ultimately ends in Goku's death. That's right, our main character has died.
Yep.
In a series where death means nothing, true, but it's still a beautifully done, if not immensely brutal moment. And his death even manages to move the plot forward with the introduction of King Kai.
Goku has had many masters: Kame Sennin, Karin, Popo and Kami, Whis, and among them, for me,
King Kai.
ranks pretty high, just below
King
Roshi,
Kai is-
by virtue
was
of
a
him
fun
being
guy,
so
but sometimes he gets on my
colorful,
nerves.
and playing such a huge
But I like the
role in
character.
the material to come. And his training conditions for Goku are also a lot of fun. And the mere concept of death being a pathway, or in this case, snake way, to self-improvement
how he
is a neat,
hit Gregory in the
spiritually
head with the
fascinating
hammer.
concept. Perfect for a story inspired by Journey to the West.
During all that, though, Piccolo takes Gohan under his tutelage. After seeing the boy explode with a power that dwarfs both him and his rival, Piccolo is
He does that?
hell-bent on molding Goku's wimpy son into a fighter capable of protecting the Earth. And part of that process involves survival training, aka leaving a 4-year-old in the wilderness to fend for himself. And what follows is actually exceptionally heartwarming, as we see
It is.
Piccolo
I like
slowly
them.
come around on
People
this
thought
poor,
Piccolo was
vulnerable kid.
Gohan's dad,
It's
despite
effective
he
storytelling
did-
on Toriyama's
he did
part,
leave
and a
him in
level
the
of
forest
emotional
by himself.
interaction and growth he rarely explores.
During all of this, our gang
Because
heads
of
up
that
to Kami's
scene.
lookout to train, and
Not really
while the
like
manga
Goku
doesn't
just
show
died.
us any of it, the anime
So
goes a
did
long way.
I.
It's an
Same
intense
thing.
moment of destruction that dwarfs any we've seen before, and effectively shows us just how strong these
Star
two enemies
Hopeless, it
really
wasn't
are.
800,000,
Especially
it
when
was
you consider the
8,000.
one who delivers the attack is Nappa, who answers
That'd
to
be
his
two- Goku
diminutive,
would've-
domineering partner
Goku would wipe the
Vegeta.
floor out of
It's a
him.
fantastic
If
introduction.
it was that
Once
level.
our Dragon team arrives on the battlefield, they have very little time to reminisce before the fight gets underway. And between the Saibai-men and Nappa, the brutality here is a grisly sight. Though
I
we're
did not
introduced
like
to
how they
amazing new
changed that
techniques and team-ups,
5,000 to
fighter
8,000.
after fighter is felled.
True.
Tragedy topping tragedy. All culminating in Piccolo, the reincarnated
Right.
Demon King,
Duncan Anderson,
sacrificing
I
his
look
life
forward
for a
to you
child,
reacting to
not
the
even his
videos I
own.
sent you.
It's a powerful
Well,
scene.
when the new
And it's
year
the perfect
comes, when this
climax for
video is
Piccolo's growth
over,
up
I
until
am
this
going to
point.
react to those
Luckily,
videos.
before
Those
Gohan and Krillin can
I
meet the
can't
same
guarantee you
fate,
I might get
Goku arrives
copyright
now equipped with
copyrighted
the
from
Kaioken.
those because
His swift defeat of Nappa is
some of the
as
animation-
sweet as candy.
some of the
after his
animations, just
onslaught,
like
but
this one,
Vegeta's
might
betrayal
attack my
is the
channel.
real capper.
Toei
We see
and
here that
Funimations
our
are,
final opponent
you know,
isn't just
Toei and the other
powerful,
companies, they
he's
can be
heartless.
brutal with
And
what
what
they did
comes
to
next may
that
be
mark.
the greatest fight in all of Dragon Ball.
I
Starting
wouldn't
off
go
with
for
the
it
most
either.
I
iconic
guarantee-
beatdown in the franchise, Goku has to use every bit of his new training just to keep pace with Vegeta, leading up to an insane
YouTube has some problems.
beam struggle. And after Vegeta loses, he makes a fake moon to transform into the mighty Ozaru.
And that's where this fight gets even more insane. Piccolo's showing as a kaiju in the previous saga felt novel, but here,
Jackie
it's a
Chan
force
Adventures.
of terror and destruction, fast enough to keep up with Goku and strong
Childhood
enough to crush him.
childhood
It's
show
only
I
with the
enjoy.
help of Krillin, Gohan,
I've been
and
watching Dragon Ball
Yajirobe
to
that they're
Jackie
able to
Chan.
put an end to this monkey madness. This isn't just Goku versus Vegeta anymore. It's every remaining Earthling fighter versus Vegeta.
Yeah.
Every single one of them is a necessary player here, which is pretty damn cool. Watching them all band together against this threat
Yes.
instead of the classic 1v1 showdown is a treat, and something we always
Winning
appreciate
versus.
from Dragon Ball.
Luckily for our heroes, Vegeta's got his sights set solely on Gohan, so Krillin has the opportunity to take Goku's
Both, but Bruce
unused
Lee does
Spirit
it more.
Bomb to try and seal the deal. And though he misses, thanks Yajirobe,
Thanks a lot,
Gohan's finally able to
Yajirobe.
land a vital shot and rebounds the ball at the last moment, finally finishing off Vegeta.
A lot of kids
Or
that
at
go
least
to
you'd think.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Because even that's not enough. And the tiny terror,
love that
bloodied and
part.
bruised, continues his rampage. Before Gohan does some totally contrived bullshit by growing back his tail, becoming an Ozaru from Vegeta's fake moon, and
Yep.
then crushing the Saiyan beneath him. But it's super entertaining and
Star
dramatically
Hopeless,
ironic
I have a
contrived
video
bullshit.
request.
And though
Okay.
Krillin tries to rightfully end Vegeta's life, A selfish Goku begs for his friend to
it is
spare this
kid-friendly,
broken mass
right,
murderer
so-
in hopes of
I
one
hope
day
it's
being able to
kid-friendly.
fight him again. After this fight, they're all barely holding on by a thread.
But I
This
understand
battle
there
has
might be
left
kids
them
watching
all
this.
utterly wasted. It's an amazingly satisfying yet poignantly
Always
bittersweet
think about the kids,
victory.
that's all I
Hard
say.
fought with several casualties and the victors in tatters. They're wrecked, but they fucking won.
And the anime goes the extra mile in the recovery of the Fallen's bodies. It's an intensely somber scene complete with an emotionally ruined Bulma who can barely hold it together. But in the
Yeah.
darkness lies a glint of hope and a new goal set before them. Next stop, Namek. It's the perfect ending
be
to this
fun.
saga, providing us
See?
with a heartbreaking
I'm-
but ultimately hopeful
I
denouement,
can't say
and
anything
leads
much
us
'cause I'm
right
talking
into
to
the
you
next story.
about this
Kind
saga.
of connective
Sorry
tissue
about
between
that.
arcs is exactly what we
That
felt
was-
like was missing from the likes of Dragon Ball Super.
One of the most interesting narrative through lines in this saga is Goku's heritage. His connection to the Saiyan race doesn't affect him on an emotional level, he rejects that outright. But it's what brings this conflict to Earth in the
Oh, yeah.
first place, and is a huge point of contention for Vegeta, who sees himself as an elite,
TIE
while
fighter
Goku is
a TIE
lower
fi-
class. This
is
dynamic
TIE
works
fighter.
incredibly well,
Short
because it
film.
not only further highlights Goku as the underdog,
I'll check that
but
out.
also underscores his loyalty. He's an Earthling, goddammit! Even if the franchise would slowly but surely associate his most endearing characteristics with his Saiyan biology, yes, I'm salty about that.
The fight against
Yeah.
the Cybermen and Nappa are so full of amazing sacrifices and losses. We've never seen death
Think
on
we
this
kinda-
scale
think
before,
we
and
kinda
it turns
talked
the
over
despair
the
up to
old
11
rest
as
in
the
peace moments
strongest
for
among them
those-
can barely
for the people
scratch
who died
Nappa,
in
who's the
Japan.
second in command.
That was disrespectful.
But it
I
similarly
was
gives our
trying to
heroes a
remain quiet,
moment to
but
show just how
still
far
talking.
they've come, even if the fruits of their labor can't stack up against the Saiyan
The
brute.
ca-
It
one of the,
also
they
offers
did a
us the
rest in peace moment with
perfect
one of
big
the
damn
actors.
hero
and
moment
I'm-
for Goku
and
and
I
sets up
felt
the premise
bad
for
that
the
I'm
next
talking
saga.
over it.
But the
I
real
wanted to show my
highlight here
moment
is
of
the
silence.
non-stop brawl against Vegeta.
Yeah, I
While
wanted
some
to show my
other
moment
fights
of
in
silence,
Dragon
but
Ball
I
would feel
can't do that
bloated
'cause I'm
and
talking to
overly
you.
long, this fight actually
okay.
feels perfectly paced. There's never a dull moment as things escalate via the
I'm-
Kaioken, the Uzaru,
live
the
stream,
Spirit Bomb,
got people
freaking
got
Yajirobe
people
and his
here.
sword.
I'm
It's
losing
also
viewers.
wonderful to watch Piccolo and Gohan develop.
Losing
These
people
two
who
are the emotional
who are
core
watching.
of most of this
I only got
saga.
8 people
They
left.
both provide depth and growth as they influence one another. Gohan becoming a stronger, more confident fighter, while Piccolo becomes a more empathetic, caring person. His death is maybe one of the most effective in the franchise and is done
Piccolo's death
impeccably.
was heartbreaking.
Kudos to the anime for the scene. I mean, it's brilliant.
This saga,
It's okay.
in a lot of ways, feels like the perfect version of this particular formula Toriyama had begun with the King Piccolo
I
saga.
don't want to talk about
No
other people's
other
videos
arc does
yet.
it
Not
quite
yet.
this well.
I'll check
this
that out.
consistently. It checks every box. This is Dragon Ball at its
Okay.
peak.
You all right, buddy?
Oh, we're at the.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good.
Hey, I just wanted to say thanks for bringing me on for this one, you guys. Dragon Ball's been close to my heart for a long time, and honestly, you guys helped to keep that love alive long
Yeah,
into my adulthood. I've always enjoyed hearing your takes, whether it be here or in your abridged series.
Totally
and
not Mark
so
having his
I
moments
guess
right
what
now.
I'm trying
I-
to say
I wanna
is,
listen.
it was honestly a blast to get to talk about what I love here with both of you.
Mark, my man, I love such a
I enjoy
critical
your
yet
reviews,
heartfelt
buddy.
perspective
I
on
continue to
everything
watch
you
your
talk about,
videos,
and you've always managed
no
to
matter
give me
what.
something to consider
I'm
and
looking
reflect
forward to
on.
your
I
Naruto
sincerely look
series
up to you
review.
and your team. Thank you so much for joining us this year.
Anytime, Scott.
DBcember has always been a way for us to show Dragon Ball our love outside of DBZA.
Dragon
A way
Ball
we
is
could
awesome.
take deep dives and explore what makes it tick.
I'm
and
losing
most of all,
viewers.
what made us love
I'm
it in the
sorry,
first
guys.
place.
I'm
We hope
not
more than
entertaining. I'm
anything,
sorry
whether
if
you
I.
disagree with
I'm
our
sorry if
placements
I'm not
here or
entertaining.
Any other year that you feel that
This was supposed to be a
and maybe
countdown
even
to
found some of
20
your own
to
reflections on the
2022,
franchise.
but
Thank you
that
to
my plan
everyone
just
at home for being a part of
backfired.
December
and
these last 8
I
years.
hate
Dragon
sometimes
Ball
last year never
literally
goes
changed our
goes
lives.
planned.
So getting to spend time nerding out about it with the people I care about, with an audience who cares to hear it, it's been so awesome.
I'm always happy to hear from
You've
you,
all been
Kaiser.
awesome. So please, from us here at TFS, all of us,
Have a Merry Christmas.
A happy holidays.
This came out in Christmas.
And a happy new year.
And thank you, one and all.
For joining us for our last.
December.
No problem. You guys are awesome.
Oh god, it's confusing.
Team 4-Star, you guys have brought so much joy into my life, and even through the tough times, whenever I'm feeling miserable, whenever I had lost a loved one, or whenever I'm being harassed or bullied or being belittled or treating like I'm nothing to this world, and I get hated on. even for something I don't even know what I did. Or when life outside in life, it's just difficult. I get kept away from my work. I gotta focus on the family members around me. I can't always be on a computer doing this and listening to these videos and other people's videos and help me make it through it. It helps out a lot, and I thank you guys for being there for me and keeping this channel alive. At first, when I first started this YouTube channel, I didn't expect anything from it. I thought doing reaction videos was nice, just to pass the time, and it was fun. I did reaction videos just for fun, just to react, and it really, then it became tiresome. Part of me feels like it was tiresome. Part of me felt like it was a waste of time, like I should give up on it, but no. This is something I wanted to enjoy, and I didn't want people to bring me down for it. And I thank you guys for that. When I had my first channel, I was amazed. I was getting 5,000 subscribers, but it was deleted because of YouTube. And because some person...
Oh, wait a minute.
Some person...
You lost your YouTube channel?
Yes, Zach. Some person reported my channel saying that I was misleading people, that I was showing inappropriate content, and saying that I was lying to the viewers, which is none of that is true. And I even took the fight to YouTube. I never got that channel back, and that's the purpose of this second channel. It's to become better than what the first one was. And after a long journey, I'm still stuck at 7,000 subscribers in this year, and I'm hoping that maybe if I reach 10,000, that's my goal. Reaching at least 10,000, I'll be happy for that. And this year has been this year has been a challenge for me.
I already got a New Year's resolution too.
Oh.
I want to do more stuff on YouTube, even though I'm not really good at editing. I'll just stick to what I'm good at.
Yeah, that's basically what what I do too.
And I'll start off small, and if I can get better, I will.
Right.
I don't want to nag you guys, but if you can, if some of you subscribe to my YouTube channel too. The only reason I'm asking this is because I would love to open community polls.
Yeah, go check out.
I can only do community polls once I've reached a certain amount of subscribers because YouTube's stumped.
Right. Go check out Odd Eyes 12's channel. And like I said, I want to thank you guys for this whole year, for all y'all showing your support. I don't get that many Patreon members. As of now, I only have 4 people on Patreon, and I want to thank those people. You know who you are. If you're a member of Patreon, thank you. I really appreciate for all your support. And like I said, that Patreon is to keep this channel alive and to show off some artworks that only I can view up there. And if you want to request a video you want me to react to, that's what Patreon's for. It's for people who wants to request a video or want me commissions or basically to draw something for you. I ask if you want me to draw something. I don't get people asking me to draw stuff for me. People don't even ask me if they want to draw something because they act like it's expensive. Well, sometimes, yeah, my prices will be high because I'm getting better at art. I don't want to.
I draw stuff for you, to be fair, though.
True, that is true. But when I draw something and I'm improving and experimenting and learning from other people's art styles, it helps me improve. I learn from watching other people when I draw. It's how I learn. Observation learning. And when I'm getting better and better, I feel like I want to draw something from you, but I don't want to do it for free because I did all this work and not get anything in return for it. And I'm giving you amazing artwork, but I don't get nothing in return. Sometimes I don't want to, because sometimes I don't usually ask much. I'm not going to force you to pay the highest price. No, there are lower prices that you can do. Like same as for Patreon. You can be a $2 Patreon member. That's all I ask for. It's me. and people think I'm forcing you to pick the highest tier. No, $2. It's still good. It's okay. I'm not going to force you guys, but every little bit helps to keep this channel alive. And one day I want to work on animation in the future. I do artwork, I draw, and I'm working on an animation test. I'm trying to get a career out of this. But
And I fully support you. By the way, I think Kiba wants to join you too, Cameron.
okay, Kiba.
Does he have like you on Discord?
Yeah, Kiba, you wanted to join Destiny?
Sure.
You want Destiny Glade? I wish I could travel back and bring back the CGI Popeye movie. Oh yeah, the CGI Popeye. Speaking of, I like to see that Popeye movie. I wish they would have brought that back, but they canceled it for unknown reasons. I would say I would blame the Emoji Movie for that, but people say it was more than that.
There seems to be a meme.
It's true, but
I remember when I was watching one of Josh's old videos. Aeon the Dreams hit Firebrand's music, and he goes like this: "The Emoji Movie was amazing." It's like this: "The Emoji Movie was amazing."
but
Like, is that a meme or something? Because I've never seen this Emoji Movie.
it's best if you don't see it. It's the worst movie ever.
Do you think I should see the Generation 5 My Little Pony movie? Do you think it's worth? Would you recommend this?
Probably. But overall, I thank you guys for all your support, for being there. And as the new year is counting down to where I'm at right now, it's 11:27 where I'm at. It's probably lagging at your part, but yeah, we're counting down to it. Maybe when the video is fixed, y'all, you hear me count down to it. Like I said, I want to thank you guys for all your support, and for those who had to leave, I'm sorry if you left, if I was boring for you, but I try to make it as entertaining as possible. Things happen, but hey, you gotta roll with it. You gotta roll with it. You can't let it get to you. Life isn't.
Once again, sorry if I made some with my negativity.
It's cool, man. Like I said, life life is gonna throw a curveball at you, and it's gonna be difficult. This year has been challenging. It has been interesting, and there'll be bad things ahead of you guys. But
what's his name? Is it Kiba? Kiba the Changeling?
Kuba. I feel bad because I'm mispronouncing it. I'm trying to make a point here, and I'm I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm. Like I said, life this year has been challenging, and we can't let it get to us. Cause that's small stuff. Only don't sweat the small stuff. And this new year is a new chapter and a new beginning, and I'm hoping to accomplish more. I'm already been nagged. I'm already been yelled at and being told that what I'm gonna do with my life. I know what I want to do with my life. It's the tools that I need to do so, and it's been difficult for me. I'm going to make it, but I am going to make it happen. And I'm looking forward to what the future holds for me. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep pushing forward. And this year has been challenging, but I also want to let you guys know that don't let the negative don't let the negative things in life affect you. Focus on what's good, the positives. Think about the good things that happen in your lives. That's the most important thing. People on this earth are so focused on the negatives, they forget about the positives. It's sad to hear that, and there's still some toxic stuff, and I don't even want to talk about Twitter as it is. Talking Twitter is an example of toxic stuff, but I can't let that hurt me.
Again, in my opinion, it's not really Twitter. It's not so much Twitter, so to speak, but it's more like the people on Twitter.
Thanks.
That's made it toxic.
Thanks. And thank you, Tails. I'm glad you think I'm not. I'm glad you didn't think I was boring. And as the new year comes, it's 11:30 where I'm at. I'm still going to be making new reaction videos. There's no doubt about that. I'm still making reaction videos. It's just a hope that those reaction videos in the future, I hope I get many likes than those, cuz I always get more views when it comes to Death Battle. I hope to get more views when I react to other stuff. And I want to say thank y'all. And I asked if y'all want to be a member or be a member of the Hobidon Squad or a Patreon member. I'm not going to force you. It's your choice. It's just a reminder. If you want to keep this channel alive, if you want to make a difference with this channel, I, it's up to you, because I'm putting out content the best I can. It's up to you. If you want to subscribe, if you want to hit the views, share the videos, see my reactions, and it's a brand new year, and I don't know if I'm getting as far as I can, because there are more popular YouTubers out there who can do better than me, and there are some who are well animated, and I want to work on animation as well.
You know what? That's fine though.
Yeah.
Just like Master Roshi said, there is always going to be someone strong in you. Or in this case, there's always some people on YouTube better than you. I would use that as motivation to do better than last year.
Yeah, that good point. So what's next, Cody? I'm gonna keep doing reaction videos, but I'm also want to experiment on animation. I might show samples of animations in the future, once that happens. And I am going to do reaction videos that I was requested to do. And by the end of the year, I am going to react to those 4 videos for you guys, and Devil Artemis video at the end. So yeah. Cheers to a new year. It's the year of the tiger. Also, I did a little drawing. I think I did a little drawing of a new year baby. Yeah, this little drawing. Yeah, it was lagging. Oh yeah, I forgot it. The lag.
It's fine. Cam T. Like Ross said, you don't have to. He's not forcing you to join his Patreon. If you could just subscribe to it and share your videos on your social media, that could help him out too.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a member of the Hobidon Squad, but I actually commissioned Frost with points on DeviantArt to support him, because it's kind of hard to do it in New Zealand with the shipping.
That is true. And Nuba the Changeling, I thank you for saying I'm a fun YouTuber. I really appreciate that. And yeah, I do game streamings, and I'm hoping to do more of that in the future if I ever have the time. I still got a lot of artworks to get done, and I'm trying to build a world, and I'm still way behind from. I'm just one person, but I appreciate it, all the support for everyone out there, and I'm want to entertain you guys while also having fun at the same time.
I'm glad we're good as well for us.
You're always good, man. It's better to forgive than to stay.
Yeah. By the way, I'm hoping I'm not sounding too disrespectful, but is that like more of a Christian thing? Because the only reason I'm saying, because I'm not Christian.
You don't have to be a Christian to learn. Anybody can show forgiveness.
Well, I would kind of agree with you, except for that one guy in the Brony community, which I won't get into too detail about. Most people.
We don't speak of that. We don't speak of that here. And thank you, Tails.
That whole forgiveness thing kind of reminded me of what Dr. Wolf tried to say, which actually backfired terribly on him. Like, a lot of people ended up getting really angry at him.
Well, there are people who will spread. There are people who do try to explain a good message. You can't expect everyone to agree. There will be disagreements. But
no. Also, guys, I got some to the viewers. Be free to give Frost any constructive criticism so it can do better.
He's a New Year
Because
baby.
constructive-
It's a New Year baby. Happy New Year 2022. Ah, is he
Happy New
adorable?
Year.
Ah, he's just adorable. Also, he's missing his diaper. I don't know why he lost his diaper, but he look. But can you be mad at this face? Look at him. Ain't he adorable? Ain't he
I'm
cute?
actually this is the one thing that I'm really looking forward to next year. This year, I should say. No more COVID.
Oh yes, you
Or
got to
at
get
least-
vaccinated.
Or at least less.
I got a
Or
fun
at least
video
less.
for that one about the COVID, for COVID, and also booster shot are available. People, I got mines. Looking for. Well, we got the tools what we need.
Let's just let's eat our sense of beans, people.
Michael, why is he nude? He's a baby. He's a baby. It's a New Year baby. It's It's supposed to be adorable.
It looks cute.
Yeah, it's a New Year baby. He's just being innocent. I'm like, he's being innocent. It's a baby.
Well, at least Spark is fair this year. I know you did one with Sparks.
He's a baby. Yep, I did one. I did one for Little Sparks. He was yeah, he was too shy.
Awkwardly embarrassed.
Get your shots. That's important.
Don't take your shots. Get your shots. By the way, in Silverquill's new video, do you know what he actually referenced? This is kind of something choice. There's kind of annoying news last year. Silverquill said on how painful it is for PlayStation 5.
Oh yeah, PS5s. That's troublesome. That's still troublesome nowadays. Until I saw a funny tweet that made me laugh. That someone found a PS5 in stores. He said it's rare moment to see a PS5 in the wild, and I just tweet, "This is impossible," because they're never around. And he actually shows proof of a picture of a PS5 in the store. I'm like, that's rare to see. Normally they show it in displays. Oh man. Also, Kuba, hope the New Year baby doesn't look at a full moon. It'll turn into a were-tiger. Don't worry about that. There's no full moon tonight. But other than that, I really enjoyed these. I really enjoyed spending time with you guys. That's the purpose of the stream, is to talk with you guys. And it gets crazy this year, but I hope next year we're expecting something new. We're expecting good things to happen. Something good will happen in the future. You just can't, and whatever bad things ahead of us, you can't let it get to you. You can't let bad things get to you guys. I think I'm gonna miss the ball dropping, but hey, I'm pretty sure it's recorded. I'm pretty sure the ball dropping is recorded. I waited 4 hours in the cold to buy a PS5. Oh wow, that's yikes. YouTube is ruining itself. Yeah, it is. I don't know why YouTube likes to do that to itself. Then again, I'm not surprised. It's 11:40, people. We got, I think, either 20 minutes left. 20 minutes left in my timeline. It's already 2022 in the other side of the country. Lucky them.
I have a question.
What's that?
Tails. Hey, Tails. Where are you from?
Hey, Tails, where you from?
I'm from New Zealand, so New Year's has already been for me.
Right. And what you're in Washington, Cody? That's awesome.
Is it cold in Washington?
Well, I mean, in North America, so we're in the North Hemisphere, so it's cold, same as me, just different time zones.
Oh, what's it, Tails? Do you like the...
It's 4:40. Where you at? You're in California. Oh, well, my brother's in California. My older brother is in California, so you might meet him.
What's that question? Do you like... what's it say, Cameron? On the question to me? Do you like the... odd?
I'm trying to read that right now. Counting down. I'm trying to count down as it is.
It's just up the top where your last message was.
Oh.
What did Tails said? Do you like the odd? Just let me send it. I'll just send it to you.
Do you like the Odyssey platform? Is it Mario Odyssey? I do like Mario Odyssey. Yeah, that is a fun game. Do you live in Ohio? No, I'm in I can't tell you where I live mostly because Kobe, I dream of visiting Japan and TV Tokyo. I like to visit Japan. Maybe one day we all should go to Japan just to hang out. I just want to see there to see some artwork. And find someone who speaks English. They can show me. They can show me what it is. The different art styles. I'm a fan of Tezuya, the creator of Astro Boy. Oh man! Normally I put some background music, but I just want this moment of silence because I don't know what kind of music should we have. No. Oh, okay. What? I think I found something.
Hey guys, just another question. You guys can still hear me, right?
I think so. I believe alternate YouTube. It's 11:44 where I'm at, so it's almost time, people.
It's 5:44 p.m. over here.
Yeah. I like to talk to the creator of Pokemon and make Pokemon to like an anime.
I don't mean to discourage you, Dave, but I don't think that will happen just because of how weird Nintendo can be. But there's one other bright side though. There's always fanfic.
Yep, there's always fanfic. That is true. There's always fanfic, he says.
There's nothing wrong with fanfic too. It's just it has to be done right.
Destiny Glazier, I want to go to Japan too to eat so many of the foods and a one-stroke dragon. Okay, stroke and okay.
Going to Japan is definitely on my bucket.
Tucker, you're on the board with yeah, come along on the journey to Japan. I won't get a lot of views on Odyssey. It's not as popular yet. Oh, okay. In the meantime, we look at this cute, adorable New Year baby.
Put a meme on that.
Is the New Year baby a bit is adorable to you guys? Do you like the New Year baby?
I think it's adorable.
Yeah.
Although, what series is it from?
It's not from any series. It's basically a holiday tradition that the the Happy New Year. They have a little baby that represents the New Year.
Okay. So it's just something you just randomly doodle up.
Yeah. And I added a tiger tail because it's the year of the tiger coming up. I'm watching the New York City celebration on TV. Oh, good for you. I'm missing it out. I'm missing it because I'm in a room. I can't. I'm in my studio room. I have to sacrifice just to see, just for you guys.
Do you guys like Spider-Man?
I think everyone likes Spider-Man. Yes, Zach.
Who are you? Are you guys team organic or team fruit juice?
Well,
as for me, I prefer organic cooking.
I'll create a poll.
I prefer mechanical fruit juice.
Right.
But if it's a symbiote, however, I'm okay with that organic cooking. Because it's the symbiote that's making the movie.
Yep.
Not the host.
I'm gonna add a poll for you guys.
I also want to apologize to Cody for being a jerk, but I cannot stand Shadow being treated like an intro and trying to be nuts. And it's nothing to have with Jason Griffin taking over. It's just Sega Japan's bad writing.
I just added a poll for y'all, so.
Where's the poll? Is it on your Twitter?
It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube, on the stream. Doubt many people are going to vote as much as they can. So since you gave me that question, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on this?
I'm gonna vote right now. Where's the poll? Did you say something on Twitter?
Yeah, it's on you. It's on my YouTube, not on Twitter. In the live stream. 57% chose web shooters. 43% shows organic. Only 7 people.
I voted too. I voted team web shooters.
Yep.
And it looks like team web shooters for the win.
Yep.
Also, if you guys wondering what kind of vaccine I have, I'm not from America. I'm from New Zealand.
My buddy Zach from Odd Eyes says that he's from New Zealand. He's not in America. On the other side of the planet.
I didn't mean to be like so mean about America, but it's just that America has a lot of problems, and the fact it's also like COVID didn't help too. It just really annoys me on how dense people can be with that.
Duncan Anderson. I did not like Spider-Man No Far From Home. Spider-Man No Way Home was a huge step up. I can agree.
I know, right? Yeah, I have issues with Spider-Man. Like, I totally got all my criticism with Far Away From Home, sorry, was how Ross Peter made his upgraded things.
Yep.
And remember how long it took Tony to make his Mark II suit?
Yep.
Or even his Mark III. Mark III almost took 2 days.
Been a subscriber for years now. Thanks for all of your hard work. Oh, appreciate it.
Also, guys, if it's not too much trouble, here's what I'm planning to do in future. I plan to do probably just Yu-Gi-Oh! Profile stuff, but I may do character topic videos, like stuff on Sonic, superheroes. If you guys could help me out by hitting the subscribe button on my YouTube channel, that could really help a lot. And I I'm trying to figure out how to do drawing videos too.
Right, I
I
might.
only have like 22 subscribers, and I need more people to unlock community polls. The community section.
Yeah.
So if you like, you don't have to. I would really appreciate it if you did.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I'm gonna put a link to your channel on the stream.
I'm also quite active on DeviantArt too. Well, at least I've tried to be. I've also done a lot of commission work for my own series, the Neonverse, which is basically a Ben 10 series crossing over to every other series you've grown up with.
I put a link to your channel in the chat, so
Thank you.
if they can check out your channel, you can. But it's up to you. You gotta add more videos.
Yeah, I plan to. That's what I'm hoping. But like I said, I'm not good at editing. But I'll get them. I mean, you did.
Give Odd Eyes Master some support, guys. Show your support by subscribing to him. He'll make some videos in the future. Good things comes to people who are patient. Cam T, I'm in Alabama. Oh, great.
Andrew Garfield is amazing. Heck, even Toby was amazing. I just don't like the organic creature that goes. But at least he's the only Peter Parker in the movie that uses organic breathing.
Right.
And I love it. I love it how both Toby and Tom were like questioning it.
Yeah.
Sorry, spoilers. But Buster was awesome.
Yeah. Happy New Year's Eve from Thomas Sonic Productions. Thank you. Happy New Year to you too, Thomas.
Hashtag Happy 2020.
Right. It is 11. It's 11:53 for me.
The thing that I find like really weird between our two countries is you're in the northern hemisphere and I'm in the southern hemisphere. Right now it's winter, you guys are, but for me it's my summer.
It's summer where Zach is, but it's winter for us.
It feels so weird.
It's how science our Earth is tilted in a diagonal on its axis. So the sun shines where you are. We get less daytime in the northern hemisphere. You're in the southern hemisphere.
If you guys are wondering, I told Ross this a few times, but I was lucky enough to get a PlayStation 5. The only way I was able to get it because my dad lives in Australia, and he just sent it over to me. I couldn't get it anywhere in New Zealand. It was all sold out.
Your dad, you're lucky that your dad got your PS5. I'm still struggling to get mine.
It's a pain in the ass.
It is.
Also, my favorite meme was Miles Morales, Spider-Man the cat.
5 more minutes.
Spider-Man the cat even had his own Spider-Man mask for us.
Oh, I remember that. I seen the gameplay from I seen the gameplay of Miles Morales Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Coming up.
And I'm surprised this cat doesn't break out with all this web swing that Miles starts.
Oh yeah.
If you guys want to know, I have a question to you all. If you guys have seen Spider-Man No Way From Home, in the MCU, what is your favorite Spider-Man suit that Tom Holland Peter has worn?
Favorite Spider-Man suit?
That specifically that Tom Holland has worn in the MCU.
Ever heard of the Spider-Man version of Mickey Mouse called Spider-Mouse?
What? Spider-Mouse?
Destiny? I might have heard of that, but I'm not sure if that's a Marvel thing. It sounds like something Marvel and Disney would do something.
Someone asked you a question a while ago, dude. And that question was, what was prefer Marvel movies or DC movies?
I like Marvel more. I like Marvel and DC I like Marvel and DC, but I like Marvel more.
I like DC animated better. Like cartoons from DC more, but I prefer Marvel movies. Although Gotham was decent though, even if it wasn't completely flawless.
Yeah.
But it was better than Arrow. I really don't like Arrow too much.
Yeah,
For
Arrow.
those who do like Arrows, sorry. It's just not for me.
It's 11:57. It's 11:57. Just counting down, people. We're counting down.
Going down.
3 more minutes. 3 more minutes.
Weird question. Has Frost ever shot a freezing Kamehameha in its freezing form at the night sky before, just for fun?
Yeah. Yes. You love the music? Well, it's from the Sonic Sympathy from the 30th anniversary. I thought it would get added at the background, just for the fun. So it gets boring when there's no music. And it's snowing in my channel. That's because I'm excited. I'm using my ice powers to make it snow. That is my headcanon.
3 more minutes. Oh, this is going good.
There's a reason why I'm called Frost.
Oh, that's cool, Cameron. Dude, I found out on how you can actually hear me better. It doesn't work by normal method. It can only work if I connect from my phone. So I'll just remember that in the future.
Okay. Might have to add some new tabs. Call you.
You know, not everything's gonna work out. Live streaming is hard. Even you struggle with it.
Yeah, I have to open too many tabs. One for my avatar, one for OBS Studios, and the tabs from YouTube, and all these little characters. Oh snap! We're almost at it's 11:58. We're going to be counting down, people. We are going to be counting down.
We should count down when it hits 11:59.
It's 11:59 right now. When we get to the last 10 seconds, people, here we go. We're getting to the last 10 seconds for the new year. I'm so excited. The year is almost here.
Goodbye 2021, and no honesty, good riddance. I know it's been a lot worse than 2000. You've been separated from your families, lost people, people have lost jobs. I mean, it's happened here in New Zealand, but my country has almost been fully vaccinated.
All right, guys, almost coming. It's almost coming. Here we go, counting down, and here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Happy New Year! It is 2022! We did it, guys! We made it, a new year! And fireworks are going out behind me. I repeat, fireworks are right behind me.
I'm not a big fan of fireworks because I got because of my autism.
Well, I got a GIF. I got an animation of fireworks shooting right behind me. How's that? Is that better? Happy New Year, everyone! Happy New Year! The year of the tiger is here. The year of the tiger.
I really want to sing the Eye of the Tiger, but I don't want to copyright for us.
Yeah, I don't want to get the Eye of the Tiger. No, as funny as that it would be. Yeah, I see it as a boxing music actually, for a boxing tournament.
Hashtag Year of the Tiger.
Oh yeah. Happy New Year, everyone! And
isn't Ram a tiger from Ben 10? Well, I mean, he's an alien, but he's an alien.
Yeah, and I think And my dad is shooting outside to celebrate the new year.
Mike, what's your guys' New Year's goal? My goal is to be happy and to improve.
Oh yeah, New Year is we're just gonna start the new year a bright future for all of us. I'm hoping to improve on my art, animation, and get a career and my career be stepping up. Happy New Year to every one of you. Cam T, Happy New Year to you, Odd Eyes Master, aka Zach.
Thanks.
Happy Years, Michael, Kobe.
When you guys get a chance, don't forget to Karaoke Key, Kaioken the like button, and Super Kamehameha and subscribe button.
Happy New Year, everyone. You guys are the best. And
Yes, Team Web Shooters for the win.
Web shooters win. And to make this message even better, I got a video from Devil Artemis. I just want to play this video because he just posted this video today, and I just want to show his appreciation, and I want to show support to Devil Artemis, that I enjoy his videos.
We do, but he's pretty cool.
I'm gonna pause the music, and we're gonna listen to this little video, guys. I hope you like it.
Wow, it's hard to believe, isn't it? What, that Shallot is now the strongest character in the DAU? Yes, it is.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No, that this terrible year is finally over. I mean, it wasn't that bad. So, Civil
Wasn't that
Wars,
bad.
COVID 2, COVID 3.
COVID 3.
No, don't even
That's
get me
true.
started.
But we
Those are
got
shit
vaccines
movies.
for those.
At least you kept me entertained this year. It's all thanks to the fans, Cell. Without them and my fan service, this wouldn't be possible. Indeed.
Yeah, that is true.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year,
thank
Cell
you
and
for the
Kermit.
support. We hope to continue to make you laugh well into 2022.
Make
If
us
we
laugh in
don't die,
2022.
No promises, though. Remember to get vaccinated, because I'm
Get-
tired of COVID. Seriously, it
Get
fucking
vaccinated.
sucks. I should be like you,
Get
Mel.
vaccinated. I fully support vaccination.
Oh yeah, Happy New Year, Devil Artemis. Oh man, what a way to start! What a way to end the year.
By the way, since I am playing Spider-Man, if I have to choose a favorite Spider-Man that's not Peter Parker, it's Miles Morales. I love Miles.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's the first, isn't he like the first white Spider-Man?
Yes, Miles Morales is
And I
the.
think it's, and he's the first Hispanic Spider-Man too.
Oh yeah.
Hispanic. Because some fans forget that Miles is half Puerto Rican.
Oh yeah, first Devil Artemis video of the year. Yeah, first Devil Artemis of the year. And I thought I might play it.
If I was to do like a new Big Right series, I would say that Devil Artemis is always a win.
Yep, always a win. I have to agree. Thank you guys. We are made it to the new year. It's 2022, the year of the tiger.
I just want to say, if you guys ever go to a convention where Vic Mondale is there,
Vic
go up
Mignogna.
and meet him and show him your support, but do wear a mask. So.
Yeah. If Vic Mignogna is already celebrating the new year with friends. He was invited to a friend, and he's telling us Happy New Year's to us all. And I showed my support on Twitter. He's very wholesome guy. If he ever goes to an event, guys, please support Vic. He is an amazing guy, amazing good friend, and I assure you, nothing bad will ever happen. This man is just wholesome this man is too nice to the T. Just keep showing your support.
I think Frost would do that. I think he's going to end the stream soon.
I got some videos to react to. I got some videos I promised to react to on the live stream, so I'm gonna have to end this call soon, buddy.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, I've been talking to you on the phone for an hour, and I'm glad I got the.
I'm gonna end up now. Thanks for having me.
No problem. All right, guys, it's 2022. I just got off the phone with my friend while talking to you at the same time. I don't know how I accomplished that feat, but it was great to hear from him. He is an amazing guy. It's great to have friends from another country that is on the other side of the planet. This year today, this here now, we make a difference. We make a difference as we are celebrating the new year. We start something new here, something fresh for us all. Thank you guys. Happy New Year, every single one of you. Hoping to find Kobe Lane, hoping to find a girlfriend in 2022. I'm pretty sure there's a lucky girl out there for you, buddy. I'm pretty sure there's a lucky girl out there for you. New Year's resolutions. You're looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to them. Alright, I got some videos I need to react to. Think of it as me playing catch up to those promises. So, yeah. These videos are not what I expected, but I'm going to react to these videos anyway. So, this was requested by... This was requested by I forgot. Been a while. I think I know who it is. I think I know. I'm looking through. I'm strolling down to the Duncan Anderson. I'm gonna if you're here, I'm reacting to your video. It's gonna be, this is the Oma versus Baki. I hope I don't get copyrighted for this, but yeah, we're gonna reaction to it. It's been let's get this over with. I got 4 of the videos you requested. I can't do the Dragon Ball one because there's a lot of Dragon Ball animation that Toei will kick my butt on. You said you edit these. Oh wow, you did edit these. I see there's a lot of...
Now, the moment you've all been waiting for!
Oh wow, you edited this. Oh, we went from English to Japanese right off the bat. I don't know what's going on here. Keep in mind, there are some videos I will not be able to react to, so I will do what I can. What a way to start the new year, huh? By reacting to 4 videos already. Okay, that's weird. Whoa. We don't want to get copyrighted. From music too. We don't want to get copyrighted for music too, because I do not know if this... And I'm already lagging as it is. Alright, I need to watch Baki. I have not watched Baki. And the Fighting Den is what introduced me to it. And I never got a chance to watch it because it's been difficult for me. Yeah, I hope I might get copyright. I might get copyrighted for this, so that's why I'm cutting it low. So yeah, they're throwing hands. He's holding his own. This is gonna be a long video. I gotta do these 4 videos. I know this is not what y'all expected, but hey, I was requested to do this, and I want to get this over with. It's just okay, it's just clips of people fighting. I don't get it. When I expected you edited this, I thought it was gonna be like they figured but it's interesting. I feel like I'm being spoiled though. Dang copyright system. I know, I hate nobody likes the copyright system. And Japan will abuse it. Dang. Dang, that's a lot of blood. That is a lot of blood. Boiling. That brings the whole new meaning of boiling rage. Ugh, more blood. Ugh. This is not family friendly. This is not family friendly at all. Oh. Okay, the music stopped.
So did you have fun?
Match over! Winner! Oma Tokita!
If you ever feel like fighting, come find me.
Okay, that's one. Another video. I got it. What's this video? This one is called Seven Woosh Lee versus Momo. What's this all about? I do not know who you are. Oh, I know who Momo is. He's from Cartoon Network. Mao Mao. Not the kind of editing I was expecting. What in the what? Soul Calibur? Are you serious? By the way, check out check out this Cartoon Network show, Mao Mao. It's a Mao Mao. It's a fun series on Cartoon Network. Lagging. Couldn't tell what's going on. Sorry. I know. I know it's lagging. Like I said, internet sucks. Internet sucks, donkey crap. I know. It's just showing them fight other people. I wouldn't say this is them fighting each other. Yeah, I'm going to skip some of it because I don't want to. I'm trying to avoid copyright. Okay, I forgot Mama was. I didn't know Mama was this powerful in the cartoon. I need to check out the show again. Anyway, I missed a lot. Saw Blade of Death. Scissor 7 is awesome. Yeah. So that's the name of the show. I forgot it. Scissor 7. That's the name of it. I need to upgrade my internet. Yes. Okay, Sasuke out of nowhere. 5th Dead Rising game for Xbox One in 2022. That actually sounds like fun. Dead Rising. That actually sounds like fun, honestly. No, not that bad animation of Mortal Kombat. And they're fighting on the... Was he... I'm sorry. Okay, the lag. I hate the buffering. This is why I hate this. I hate the internet sometimes. I hate the internet sometimes. You're experiencing interruption. No kidding. Natsu.
That stupid idiot. Hey, Lubbock.
Fight!
Shao Kahn, of course. Fight! Oh, that would be a good fight, though. Natsu versus Liu Kang. Not the kind of fight I would think of in a death battle, but hey, that'd be fun to see. Are you supposed to imagine the opponent, Liu Kang and Natsu are fighting? Are supposed to, like, Liu Kang is fighting Natsu? Are you kidding me? I'm experimenting interruptions. No kidding. And the lag is really hard. It's a half land. I hope Teen Titans Go ends. Yeah, I hope so too. But they're running. They keep going like SpongeBob. I was requested to react to this. If you guys don't like it, I'm sorry. Hey, I keep my promises. Although there are some videos there's a limit to what I can watch. If it's too over the top, unnecessary, I will stop it. But this, I'm only watching this because I like Liu Kang and Natsu. Natsu from Mortal Kombat. It's Natsu and Mortal Kombat and Fairy Tail. I remember this in the anime. Huh. I feel like Natsu's winning. Who's a fan of Ryoku? I am. Alright, Liu Kang, what you got for him? Liu Kang is throwing hands with the fire fist and the fire kicks. Okay, that was an interesting, and that's an interesting edited. That animation from Mortal Kombat, Guardians of the Realm. I'm learning to draw Mortal Kombat characters in Mortal Kombat Legends. I'm working on some of the characters. I already did Liu Kang, Johnny Cage, Raiden, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, well, Bihan Sub-Zero, and Jax. I need to work on and Goro and Reptile. I need to do Shang Tsung and the others. At the end of the year, I might do all the Mortal Kombat characters, but I'm limited to do others. But I'm only limited. Please do 2018's Beyblade World Championship recap next, please. Maybe next time. Maybe next time. Oh, come on. Liu Kang lost. I'm guessing. What? Why is the owl lady? Why is Leela the owl lady from Owl House is here? I'm confused from that. I'm still confused.
Let's do it again sometime.
I'm still confused why the Owl House lady is here. And I believe this is the last video. Oh wow, this is longer than the others. This is longer than the others. Crap. I love watching Fairy Tail because the art reminds me of Rave Masters, which is ironic since they both series are done by the same manga artist. True. Best girl. Yes, yeah, it is true. Okay, I'm not sure what this is. The last one. Marsh Rambo versus Corn. I'm not sure what I'm getting myself into in this. Who are you? I do not know you. But I like that color of your hair.
Here, Saber of Black.
Oh.
My name is Karn, son of Sun. If you do not fear my lance, then fight me.
JetX. Who are you?
Proceed. Considering your special privileges, I have no need to hold back.
I'm lost here.
One attack as a tribute.
I don't know who these guys are.
More than enough to finish.
This is new to me.
Really? I guess we'll
Do they know how to fight with their weapons? And this one is 7 minutes. It's over 7 minutes long. Not how I wanted to end the stream here, but hey. Tails is actually... okay. Tails is asking for a link. Sure thing. Okay, oh wow, game references. I'm not sure. I didn't know it had a video game. I honestly did not know that. I mean, they're really good. Some strong characters. I might check this series out when I get the chance. If I get the chance. No guarantees that I'll watch all of it. If it's a good series, I might wonder what's going to happen next. So I got a lot on my plate as it is. It's a tournament fight of a lot of characters showing up. I know, it. Oh, okay. You're here. Thanks for explaining it. I'm just. Thanks for explaining it, Duncan. Keep in mind, I hope I don't get it. If YouTube attacks me, it's because of this. Ah, crap. Not that. That drawing, not Not that drawing, but but you got to see the New Year baby again. And the New Year baby is adorable. You just can't resist the cuteness.
You risked your life to revive me, and I have failed you. You are the most precious flower on Antera.
Does anyone remember
Shinzo?
I believe I remember. I think I remember.
Reason alone makes you worthy of being pierced by this lance. You have a warrior's eyes, one who takes great pride in protecting others.
The lagging is annoying. I hate the lagging. It's due to the Wi-Fi connection. My Wi-Fi is struggling because there are people other using Wi-Fi as well.
I must obliterate you with my next attack.
Once again, out of the fire, the phoenix rises.
Okay. That's based off a video game. Oh crap! I didn't know that was a video game. It looked like it's from a video game. Yes, it does look like a video game. Speak English, my friend, because I don't understand what you just said.
That is an entirely different world.
Oh wow.
I call upon the flame of the phoenix to bring you down to ashes.
Oh wow. Follow the flames, the phoenix. Ah, my ears. That's a lot of blood, buddy.
Step behind. Forgive me.
We may have been enemies, but I respect you and your fierce sense of pride.
Oh, that's nice. And that was it. That was 2022. The year 2022 is here. We've been on a wild ride, huh? Have we, people? That was the battle. You're welcome, buddy. I did react to that last battle because it had some Dragon Ball Z animation, and let's be honest, Toei is really gonna be Toei would be really annoying. I hope for the 4th Kung Fu Panda movie. A 4th Kung Fu Panda movie? They had 4 movies? Oh yeah, there was only 3. That a 4th Kung Fu Panda movie. But where do you start with that? They had spin-offs and TV shows from that one. I'm not sure. Not sure how a 4th Kung Fu Panda movie would do. But yeah. Anywho, Happy New Year to every single one of you. Cheers to a brand new year, a brand new chapter, and brand new beginnings in the future. We can still talk a bit more. Yeah. We can still talk a bit more. I'm looking forward to talking to you guys. The lag is very annoying. I can see it from my screen. But yeah, you guys have been amazing, and I'm glad to be here with you guys. I can't thank you guys enough. You're leaving camp? Okay. But Happy New Year, buddy. Applejack versus Sandy Cheeks. That'd be a fun death battle. I honestly think that would be a fun death battle to see. Cartoon shenanigans. Just some cartoon shenanigans. That would be fun to see. I'm listening to the music. Could be worse. Yeah, true. Alright, you got anything to say? I'm still here. We can still talk. Applejack should win. What should win? True. Then again, Sandy is no slouch. She is a hand-to-hand martial artist. Sandy is no slouch. Don't underestimate her. Alrighty. Thanks. No problem, dude. No problem. I'm just happy to react to them for you. I'm happy to get it over with just for you. Hey, better late than never. The way to start the new year is doing a reaction to a friend. If you won the lottery, what will you do with that cash? Well, use it to save up. It'll make my life a lot easier for me and my family. It will make my life a lot easier for my family and and for me, most likely, and start a career with it. Save up for my family. Gotta use that money to help out if I ever win the lottery. Funny enough, I did get lottery tickets. Sadly, I didn't win. But hey, it was fun to try. Huh. Drinking 2 liters of orange soda. Wow, 2 liters. That's a lot of soda. I hope, be careful. Drinking too much soda is not good for you, buddy. I know it must be good soda. Good soda. Orange soda is really good, tasty. Don't get me wrong. I love some orange soda, but I try not to drink too much soda. I'm always try to drink as much water as I can, but also drinking too much, you gotta use the bathroom for that. before I go, link to his channel. Link to his channel. Here you go. I thought I sent it to you already. You're drinking 2 liters of Coke. Man, you're tougher than I am. Nice. Man, what are y'all doing for the new year? What are y'all gonna plan? What y'all got plans for the new year? What do you guys got planned for the new year? I mean, Applejack kicked a very big boulder. That is true. What about the shenanigans that Sandy Cheeks? You gotta show some credit for the other opponent. I did drink 2 glasses of bottled Coke. Huh. Frost, have I ever played Beyblade? I have. And I always lose. Because some opponent brought the metal ones and I always got the plastic ones. So the big metal ones, and then because I always have the plastic ones and I lose every time because everybody using metal, and I just gave up on the game. I'm hoping to get my old job as a at the movie cinema back. Oh! I wish you the best of luck, my friend. This year has been... Think of the best thing that ever happened in 2021. And then tell me what is the worst thing that ever happened in 2021. What was the best thing that ever happened? What were some good things? Good things. I know some people are working on that Sonic SatAM project and Sonic the Villains. I'm gonna check those out, especially SatAM. Oh man, any chance you can still react to the video I requested? Gonna have to find it, but I will try. I'm gonna have to try and find it, and if I don't, let's see, because I got a video. Someone sending me a request. Where one is all in this world. Never fear the fall of this world. The compromise not exist in this world. There's the rest. As much as I don't like Sonic 06, the music's still the best. The music is still awesome. Inkling, my comic Legend of Leo, a dark eclipse. Ross, what if Sonic fought Mega Man in Death Battle? Well, we saw them fight in the Archie comics. But that depends on which Sonic. Then again, Archie Sonic is the most powerful version. Oh, okay. Is that Doctor Who or Kingdom Hearts? This is the Sonic 30th anniversary music. It's late over there. I can see if I can react to it. This might be the last video of today. I'm not sure if this is the one. 2018. It says 2018 Beyblade World Champion recap. Oh, it's not anime. Good, because I would be copyrighted if it was anime. I would be copyrighted if it was anime. Let me turn off the snow. But you know what? Let me keep the snow. I like the snow. I like the snow. It's a new year. I'm gonna start the video, guys. As much as I want to hear that song, I'm gonna start the video. You requested this, so let's get this over with. Paris. Oh.
Beyblade Burst World Championship 2018.
Okay.
Paris, France.
This sounds exciting.
Top players from 24 countries and regions gather here in Paris, going on to the final stage.
Oh wow, they made this a big deal. Then again, I'm not surprised.
Crash their pride against each other. The final battle for the throne of the first Beyblade Burst World Champion starts now. Witness the moment of history.
Alright.
In this tournament, every match will be held in a 3-on-3 battle. The bladers must select parts within the 22 authorized bays and assemble 3 to use in order. The bladers will win 1 point by a survivor finish or ring out finish, and 2 points by a burst finish.
Okay, interesting. That's how it is. Getting people around the world to do this.
6 bladers from each pool competed in a round-robin style event. Each match was a 3-on-3 battle with a 2-point system. The 2 bladers to win the most matches advance to the final tournament. Pool 1, Switzerland, South Korea, the Philippines, Estonia, Latvia, and Turkey.
Am I watching a whole... This is a recap, they say. This looks like fun. I wish I was a kid. When was this? Why wasn't this a thing when I was a kid?
The bladers seem to have the jitters, but whether you win or lose, it all depends on how quickly you can steady yourself. Bladers who were victorious in their opening match were able to calm down and extend their lead throughout the pool play. And now for the results. Winning all 5 matches, Sing Sang-heon from South Korea conquered Pool 1. Balanced defender from Latvia came in 2nd place with 4 wins. Both bladers moved on to the final tournament.
Nice.
Pool 2, Malaysia, France, Singapore, the United
Sonic
States
Unleashed
of
music,
America,
yes.
Australia, and Lithuania. Pool 2 was a very close contest. By the end of the 3rd match, 4 bladers were tied at the top of Pool 2.
You love Beyblade? Well, I do. Beyblade still holds a special spot in my heart.
Qualifying scores, the blader with more scored points is declared the winner. That means that win, lose, or draw, the Bladers wanted every single point they could get their hands on. In the end, Kako from Singapore scored first place in this tight race with 4 wins, earning a spot in the final tournament. The United States and Lithuania had the same score coming in at second place, but thanks to the burst finish in his first match, Fio from the United States managed to make it to the final tournament. Pool 3. Mexico, Austria, Germany, Canada, Vietnam, and Ukraine. You could say Bladers from Pool 3 had a secure strategy. Among the 18 bays that were used, there was only one attack type. The Bladers showed patience and determination, collecting their points one by one. At the end of the long endurance race, 2 Bladers tied the top score with 4 wins. With a tight lead of only 1 point, Zeno from Canada came up in first place. And Bui Minh Kong from Vietnam also made his way to the finals in second place.
Wow.
Pool 4. Taiwan, Brazil, Japan, India,
Of
Thailand,
course.
and Hong Kong.
I think Japan isn't gonna back down from this.
Gathered to get a glimpse of the championship.
They made anime out of this. What do you expect?
In the last pool, every Blader was aggressive and showed no fear with a barrage of daring attacks. There were burst finishes everywhere you looked. These were some of the most intense battles in the tournament. Bladers grew stronger with every battle, with every launch.
He was serious. That boy was serious.
Taiwan was in first place, winning all 5 matches. Buster Dash from Brazil had only 3 wins, but the burst finish he executed gave him enough points to come out in second.
Oh, interesting.
The 8 Bladers who had advanced from the preliminaries were now set to go face-to-face in the final tournament. The final tournament! From here on, the matches will go on in a tournament style. The Bladers must win 3 points to win the match.
Balkish, B3!
Oh, voici Balkish!
Oh.
Requiem S3!
You know, I always want to see one of them dressed in anime hair.
In the opening match of the final tournament, the lead went back and forth.
You'll never lose a game, win a competition of who's the protagonist.
It was clear that both Bladers had equal strength. Winning the 4th battle, Sing Sang Heon managed to conclude the match. He was able to show his power as he did in the preliminaries, maintaining his perfect record.
Les États-Unis sur ce
Okay.
Balkish, B3!
Balkish B3!
Excalius X3!
Excalus X3! Je me régale.
In this match, the results were uncertain right until the final battle. Zeno evened the scores in the 4th battle and gained momentum.
I see.
For the final battle, Buster Dash chose Excalius, the winning bay from the 3rd battle. Balkish was Zeno's choice. The counterclockwise spinning bay shut out every
I wish and hope to qualify for the Beyblade World Championships for 2022 and 2023. I say go. You go for it. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Never forget that catchphrase. I never forgot that catchphrase.
Surprise and Requiem S3!
Requiem.
S3!
La même toupie!
3, 2,
Winning 2 battles in a row, Balance Defender was standing firm. Driven into a tight spot, Kako called out to her bae. But it wasn't enough to turn the game around. This match was won by Balance Defender. Kako looked a bit regretful, But in the end, both bladers praised each other for their tremendous effort.
Huh. All right. Fourth match, qualification. Give us a good fight.
Another blader with a perfect record, Shuai was in the last match of the quarterfinals. Against all odds, it was Boiming Khan in the lead up until the third battle. But as the match wore on, Shuai started a counterattack. In the final battle, he managed a miraculous comeback and moved on to the semi-finals.
Nice, good for him. Okay. Semi-finals, match 1.
Balkis B3.
Balkis B3 avec la pointe Bellring, il joue la sur.
Frozen Requiem S3.
Requiem S3 avec. Alors je veux vous entendre.
Up until the fourth battle, Sing Song Han was leading by a score of 2-1. Zeno, in dire straits, chose Frozen Requiem to escape from the fire. This was the only bay that had earned him a point in this match. Zeno resisted till the bitter end, but Sing Song Han won by a hair in this neck-to-neck battle. But Zeno's pursuit for victory isn't over yet. He could still win third place.
Oh yeah. I'm also collecting different Burst Series Beyblades from stores and eBay. Oh, setting up your.
Avec la pointe atomique.
The same.
In the third battle, Shuai was behind by 2 points. He refused to go down, and the two bladers were heading to the fourth battle. But Balanced Defender was in complete control. Deeply understanding the ability of both his and his opponent's bays,
Setting up your arsenal, I
was
see.
able to reselect his bay in seconds. In the next battle, he made a survivor finish like he knew it was going to happen and advanced to the final. After his loss, it was time for Shuai to shift his mind to the third place match.
Balkis B3.
Avec son combo stock pour Zeno, Balkis B3.
I need to learn French. I want to learn French.
They both lost.
I'd like to learn Spanish and Japanese, but I would love to learn French. Allons-y means let's go. I learned that from Doctor Who.
With neither blader able to claim the lead, they ended up in the final battle. Shuai gripped his fist tight with hope. Zeno's spirit burned bright. In the end, Shuai from Taiwan finally managed to take third place. But who will reign in first?
Balkis B3.
Balkis B3.
Balkis B3.
Quasiment avec son combo stock Balkis B3.
The two bladers from Pool 1 met again in the final match. In the preliminaries, Balanced Defender's only loss was to Sing Song Han, who had a perfect game. Will he be able to take down
Death
his
Battle,
powerful
Beyblade
rival?
Battle Royale, Tyson versus.
Using a performance tip with higher stamina, Sing Song Han took the first point of the match.
Kalzar K3.
Kalzar K3 avec une pointe d'attaque de Louis Dorel. La Lettonie a choisi.
Frozen Requiem S3.
Avec la pointe Bering.
In this battle, Sing Song Han made an aggressive move. He aimed for the burst finish with his Kalzar. The counterclockwise spinning mode would have been a safer choice, but Balanced Defender was aggressive to choose the clockwise spinning mode for his Spryzen. Kalzar fought valiantly, but ended up burst into pieces. With one final counter-strike, Balanced Defender took the lead.
Fafnir, F3.
Fafnir à 3 pointes atomiques.
Fafnir, F3.
Oh, encore une Fafnir à 3.
Sing Song Hail cannot afford to lose a single battle now. Balanced Defender had him
Wow,
cornered.
they are really into it. I'm sorry I'm not talking this much. I'm fascinated with how they're gonna pull this off. How's gonna pull the victory out of this?
A series of rapid attacks.
I'm fascinated.
Sing Song Hail even began at the last second.
Focus, B3.
Oh, Balkesh B3, point Berry.
Spice and Requiem S3. Eh oui, toujours logique.
2, 1, let it rip.
The two combatants chose bays that consistently earned them victory throughout the tournament. Once they launched, the only thing the Bladers could do was believe in their bay. Draw!
It's a draw. Oh wow, that.
But both Bladers prepare themselves for
It's not as intense as it is in the anime, but it is fun to see this being a thing.
You could cut the tension. The final launch.
J'aurais jamais cru voir ça.
Sing Song Hail. Balanced Defender. The final victor is Balanced Defender.
Wow.
The champion has been decided.
Congrats.
From their firm handshake, we can tell how much effort both Bladers put into this, and that they did their best.
It's the handshake. Gotta show some good sportsmanship.
Latvia's Balanced Defender basks in the glory of the first Beyblade Burst World Championship.
Hey, even got anime art style. Even got autographed pictures from the anime drawings. I like that. That is awesome. Congrats to that guy. That little kid. That little dude. I was very nervous in each match. What I receive now is what I want. You earn it, man. You earn it. Oh wow, this was fun. This was interesting. Beyblade, thank you for being a fan of Beyblade Burst. Yeah, that was it. I enjoyed that one. That was it. I want to thank you. That was it for the live stream. It's been fun, you guys. It's 1 o'clock, 1:01 where I'm at. So anywho, that was a long one. Yeah, it was a long one, but it got me interested. How serious they take Beyblade, huh, Odd Eyes? So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little reaction video. Leave a wait a minute, reaction videos, the live long streams, the videos that I reacted to. I did promise that I would get those videos reacted. So yeah. Man, it's been a year. It's been a year. 2021 is gone, but 2022 is a new beginning, and I look forward to what's ahead of us along the way in the future, and to the next year, and the next year, and the next year, and the next year. Anyway, take care. Have a great day. Be safe. Most importantly, stay frosty. Stay healthy out there. Make sure to get vaccinated so we can beat the crap out of this pandemic and kick them straight in the bing bag. And most importantly, stay frosty and stay healthy out there. Catch you all later, and a Happy New Year. You guys are amazing. I look forward to what the future holds for us. And always remember to stay positive. Don't let the negative beat you. Always focus on what the good things in life. Because that's the only way to enjoy life, is to enjoy the good things. Don't let the bad things happen to you. Because if you do, you know how it is. You know what to do. Don't let it corrupt you. See you in the next